Oh, there we are.
Come on, buddy. You're seeing it?
I'm seeing us.
Okay, now I see it too.
I'm going to go ahead and share it to Two Coolest Dudes.
Sweet.
Sick.
Boom.
All
Now I'm
right,
going to go
y'all.
ahead and share it to Radio Vegas Rocks.
Yeah, a little inside
So-
baseball for you all right
Oh.
there. Now we're going to start off the real startings.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit of time to tell your friends and neighbors what's-
Get on in here.
what's going on. What's
Get
going
on
on?
in here, babe.
Remind me to tell that story about Melanie's mom.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you to drink your drink.
I have been.
Ricky Dellery, Ricky D's Nuts, he babies his drink.
Oh, he's
It's
a...
literally a cocktail, and he is still babying it. It's not even hard alcohol. It came from a can. How bad can it be?
I partied really hard all the way up till I was about 30. And now, like,
What are you
just
now,
sipping-
72?
Just sipping a drink brings back bad memories.
Well, that's Ricky filling in for Hank on Two Clueless Dudes, which is what you're listening to.
What's good?
That's right. Prepare.
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
Man, we are in. It is a Friday. I hope everybody is feeling hunky-dory, super fly. All the politics is done with. The DNC has closed. The RNC has closed. And now shit can get back to normal almost. Ugh,
Back
I'm
to
ready
work
for it.
almost.
What up, dudes? Jeffrey Duffsters. And for those who do not know, I am Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee, and I am here with Ricky D's Nuts,
That's right.
and also Waz, supposedly. Hey, guys. Hi, honey butt.
Hello.
So, as you know, Phil is unfortunately not in today. He
Isn't he on an adventure?
He is on an adventure,
Definitely.
a very interesting adventure.
Uh-huh.
He was abducted by aliens.
Oh, again? I thought it was a new thing.
The problem is they probe him and he likes it.
Oh, yeah.
So they assume that means he wants to get probed again.
You attract things like that, yeah.
So naturally
went well,
the
for sure.
probers gravitate to his hole.
The probers gravitate. That's
Yeah.
my
To
that's my
his
novel.
anus, not
His
Uranus.
butthole is like a black hole for probers.
It is his anus, not Uranus.
Right, exactly.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Notorious.
He's starting a whole new planet. The my anus.
The black hole named his anus.
His anus. So yeah, we will not have the adventures of Phil Collins today. However, we do have Ricky. Ricky is a good friend. He races cars. He shoots guns, and he babies cocktails, as we've learned.
Yes
Over
on the 1, yes on 2,
A big
maybe on the 3.
A big thank you to the original Club Tales for giving us these drinks. I have a Bahama Mama, which is a tropical fusion of sensation, strawberry, cherry, and citrus. Premium cocktail, 10% alcohol by volume. Get one at your local Chevron today.
I chose Long Island iced tea to kind of celebrate my birthplace, Amityville, New
Oh
York.
shit, you were born in iced tea?
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope.
Long Island iced tea. Don't get it twisted with the rest.
don't get it twisted.
That's right.
It's a Phil colonoscopy. Yes.
Colonoscopy.
So, wait a minute. Were you born in Long Island?
Amityville.
You were actually born in Amityville? Didn't something happen? Ryan Reynolds had a movie there.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what makes it so famous.
Yes.
Right?
That's correct. Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
Ronald DeFeo murdered his family there, and the house they said was haunted.
Bro, do you really think it's haunted though?
No.
You don't.
No.
Do you?
Although,
You don't either.
so
I don't know, man.
So
That's some crazy shit.
supposedly,
I ain't gonna lie.
my mom, or no, sorry, my aunt. No, my mom was there. My mom was at a bar that evening when it happened, and he come running in screaming about someone killed his family.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then they found out it was him, and
Whoa.
that the house told him to do it. And then the family
Whoa.
that the Ryan Reynolds movie is about the family that moved into immediately
After, right.
After
So did
And-
they also have an issue?
they supposedly had issues. They were gone in like
Oh.
3 to 6 months.
Dope.
And then the family that moved in after them have been in it since.
Really?
So it's
well,
been
they
like
crazy. They
30
just
years.
fit in.
They actually had to change the windows at the top so it doesn't look like the Amityville house
So
anymore.
people don't stop by and take photos of them?
Yeah, my dad used to take me fishing there when I was like 5 years old, and he
I
thought it
just
was
painted a big wiener on the side of my house.
Damn, that
Take a
makes
photo
ghosts
of that.
totally, yeah.
that would be it.
That keeps ghosts away.
That would
Yeah,
keep ghosts away.
that'd
Sorry,
keep them
sorry.
away.
But yes, that's where I was born.
Another thing that's a benefit if you're watching this show in visually, as a fan, you get to find out the unlock codes for our devices.
Yeah, Don Bell says Ricky Delare.
So keep-
Don, yeah,
Ricky
that's my
D's
man.
nuts in this house.
We all
He
keep
is
unlocking our stuff on camera.
The
But
baddest dude I know.
Amityville, the whole thing with Amityville,
Oh,
Midyville?
I'll tell you about Don in a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's my place, Midyville.
Amityville, yeah, Midyville, yeah. Amityville is
Midyville.
Amityville?
Chlamydyville. That sounds like a pill for chlamydia. Take Chlamydyville.
All right.
If your
Amityville.
problems persist for more than 24 hours.
Amitytown.
So,
Amitytown.
Amitytown.
Not to be confused
Judd
with Jaws.
Apatow.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you believe that there are like actual like haunted places though? Like, do
Yes.
you believe that there are places that are haunted?
Yes.
What about you?
I don't know.
Well, this is a serious question. I want to know.
I really think that, like,
There's
There's something,
wanna know.
I think there's something that communicates between humans that can be, like, in enough people's brains that, like, something's kind of, like, transmitted between people that we're not, like, overtly aware of.
Look.
Even if it's in, like, body language and tradition and,
Sure.
and
All I know-
vibes, you know?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
I know is I could take one of those frozen McMuffin sandwiches,
Yes.
microwave it to the exact specifications, and it still feels
Cold in the
like
middle?
a ghost stuck its dick right in the middle of my McMuffin.
That's right.
Okay, cold as ice. Explain that to me.
That's
Haunted,
So
Haunted.
haunted ghost wieners
Yeah.
putting in the middle of my McMuffins.
Yep.
I'm
And,
telling you.
was
All
it
right. So we
Penny
have a
Center?
great show. We have an excellent show. We're going to talk about some movie stuff. We're going to talk about some really cool news stories we got coming up. And obviously,
Yes.
you would think there would be no histories, mysteries, but it is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Y'all. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is Bill and Ted
Yes.
Face the Music.
So
Have
stoked.
you seen it?
No.
I
It's
watched-
out?
I watched it this morning and last
No
night.
way I can watch it?
Yeah.
When
it's-
is it on?
It was available like 10 o'clock last night.
How do I get it?
Apple TV, any
Oh.
kind of streaming service, like whatever. Like if you bought like Amazon or what, like you
So the
buy
actual movie
Is it a
Yeah,
special
the movie's
fee
out.
on
Shit.
Amazon, or can I watch it with my regular Amazon time? I probably buy it
No,
through
you have
Amazon.
to. I think you have to buy it because I think it's
So
one
the
of those things
Rotten
like.
Tomatoes review is out.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know your review of it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't seen it. I didn't know it was out, actually. For some
I
reason, I
didn't
thought it was
either.
coming out in
Oh,
the
that's why I was
theaters.
asking. Yeah, it's my bad. That's why I was asking you on the way
Oh,
out.
shit. I thought you were talking about the trailer.
No, I seen
It got, Bill and Ted Face the Music got a score of 80%. That's actually really good.
I'm
it.
actually
So the
worried.
higher the better.
Yeah, higher
Yeah.
the better.
But sometimes, like,
Well-
the high score is like a ruse, and it's
Don Bell says Ricky growing up in a house with haunted ghost wieners would explain a lot.
Let me tell you. I gotta tell you a story about Don and me
yeah.
and a washer machine. Okay, so he and I we got to work together a little bit, and we shared like an apartment, and he I didn't know he was there,
Woo!
so I went and did laundry.
Okay.
Well, I stripped in the laundry room, put it all in the washing machine, and all of a sudden I hear this voice behind me. Why are you naked? Dude, and Don is that guy. Remember I told you because I know your all your experience with martial arts.
Yeah.
He as well. I used to go to his dojo, and
Dope.
and he would always be. I would always be his guinea pig. He'd come in and be like, "Hey, Rick, let me show you something."
Yeah.
Or let me show them something, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be my guy.
And it never ends well.
And it never ends well. Like he goes, give me your thumb, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
And I would end up on the other side of the room. So, anyways, yeah. So to hear that voice behind me was actually cringing.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, he was. He's great. He's.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
he
one of
just said it. Why are you naked?
That's right.
So, Bill and Ted got an 80%.
Nice. I agree.
Comicbook.com gave the film a 5 out of 5.
Nice.
So it sounds like the film was actually fairly well received. Now, I have not seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it is out. I think maybe that's what I'm going to spend my night doing.
Cool.
Is
Yeah.
watching Bill and Ted face the music.
I think it's worth it. I also got to watch a couple of behind-the-scenes stuff. Like Kevin Smith does an interview with the writers, the director, the cast.
So Phil's not here to
Okay.
defend his point of view. So I really want to talk about the Batman trailer.
Oh,
The Batman trailer. Have
Okay.
you seen it?
No.
Okay.
okay.
So,
It's out. It's everywhere.
yes, amazing. It really is a really good trailer. Now,
Yeah.
it kind of feels very noir, and it feels like a detective drama flick, which I love. And the director said this is going to be a detective film. Okay.
Which
That's
is what you
cool.
were asking for. You wanted to see Detective
Exactly.
Batman. Yeah.
That's what I wanted. You remember. So
There it is.
I'm not jumping on a bandwagon here. It was what I like. It was what I wanted. And there it is. It should be on the screen for you guys to see. At
Yeah,
least
what's funny is like everyone wants
sound,
to
but-
react to trailers.
Yeah.
But like we couldn't monetize this video. They totally claim all the money from anyone reacting to their trailers. It's so
Yes,
gross.
Yes.
But we monetize depending on you guys going to radiovegas.rocks and clicking on some banners, maybe calling some of the phone numbers in the break.
Woo.
So we don't have to worry about YouTube
Mickey
monetization.
Dellery getting drunk off them Twizzlers.
That's how'd you know?
Twizzlers.
He twizzle.
But so it kind of gives you this. So there's a bunch. It looks like there's some people that are killed. Their faces are like taped shut. Talks about lies. It looks like a card addressed to the Batman, and he's in the room like, what the hell? But his suit looks pretty dope. There's this fat guy who's like, I've got a beard. and the
He's
Batman's
very proud of
watching
his
him.
beard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman's watching him like, you fucker, you have this cool beard and I don't. And then he takes his helmet off and he's like, oh shit, stuff's going on. And they run and there's a car crash. And they're like, oh man. And this guy's like, I got a note for the Batman on his body. And he's like, what the hell? And then like, there's snipers and there's like this dude who I think is Colin Farrell. And then like, he's banging on stuff. And then he's getting in a fight in a prison. And they're like, what the hell, Batman? And then Batman's getting shot at. And then he's fighting Catwoman. And then
Yeah,
there's an
everything's kind of chill. The
then there's a
action's kind of low
fucking
key.
explosion. It's crazy. And then this dude's like, who the
Well,
hell are
it
you
gets
supposed to
strong
be?
right here.
Is that
And
another
then he
Joker?
literally
No.
beats the ever-loving
Like
snot
followers.
out of this poor guy.
I'm glad we don't have another
So-
Joker.
And they're like, oh,
I'm over Jokers.
So that
Right.
that ass whooping right there,
Trevor.
was worth.
I am Batman. Yeah. Oh, and then they've got the new Bat car, which looks like
Love
an
it.
old Dodge Challenger. maybe?
Yeah.
Challenger. Yep.
It's dope.
Challenger Batmobile?
Yeah.
So dope.
Yeah.
America.
So
Very realistic looking Batman.
I like the realism. I like the ass whooping he gives because that's
And
like what he would.
The main bad guy is the Riddler. I really like this scene because he's talking to, I guess, the Riddler or somebody, and he takes his helmet off, and it shows his face, and he looks so grim,
He looks
so
like the
dark,
Crow.
and so calculating. Yeah, kind of like the
Yeah.
Crow. Very calculating, these dark eyes. I really love the feel, and I am 100% convinced that Phil will hate this movie.
Really? What makes you say that?
Yes.
because it's not the Batman that he wants, that he expects.
Well,
Right.
I got a theory with that. The action seems kind of generally low key in this one. It didn't seem like bam, bam, wham, bam action. It felt more like Blade Runner kind of action.
Yes, I think it's built as a detective suspense
Yeah.
type of a drama.
Feels like it's going to be more of a slow burn.
You know, I know that. I think it's got the Riddler's the main villain, but it looks like there might be a couple of other villains involved.
I'm
And I
stoked
think
on
they
a
said
new
they're going to
Riddler.
turn it into a trilogy
Sweet.
That
because
would be
it was
sick.
the lack of sparkles. I know Sparkle Bats, but here's the thing:
Sparkle
But it's like
Robert
Crobat.
Robert Pattinson is actually like a decent actor. Like I know that the Twilight movies made me sick,
But
it
he was
wasn't.
brooding perfectly successfully.
Yeah, it wasn't Robert Pattinson's acting that made it bad.
No.
It was the other lady.
Yeah.
What was that lady's name?
Kristen Stewart.
Stewart.
And her writing for
Oh
her.
my God,
Her
yes.
character is like
Bro,
that.
rewatch the first one. She does this every time she talks,
Oh,
like
God.
a fucking bobblehead. And I just want to like reach in and like grab her head
Steady.
and be like,
Steady.
Fix it for her. Shh. It's gonna be okay.
calm down. Okay, lady? Have some dip. Get off the Adderall.
Relax.
Take a volume or something. You gotta calm down. You gotta relax. Just
Yeah.
read the damn lines. Okay? Nobody cares about this movie. Just read the damn
What
rights.
it did, though, it made a perfect one of those funny flicks, like the funny scary movie type things, but it was like a teenage film or something that the Wayans brothers
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Oh,
Scary
those
Movie.
are so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think it was a scary movie. It was like not another teenage flick or something
Yeah,
where she
yeah.
plays, and the person mocking her did the exact same thing, and it was awesome and hilarious.
Oh, God. It literally drives me bananas. You know what's weird, though? She doesn't really do it as much in the other movies. It's like she rewatched it and went, what the was I doing?
Yeah, had to have received some feedback on that.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not? People were probably like, do you have Parkinson's or Tourette's or something? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Not that there's anything wrong with having any of those diseases.
Parkerettes.
Parkerettes.
but if you don't, then you shouldn't.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Don't mock the
It's
disabled.
cultural
right.
Or the disease.
assimilation.
Yeah. So
Don't disability assimilate.
Right, but I'm really excited because it looks like you have a young Batman who's just starting off, who is, he still has that, you could see in his eyes, he has this belief that he has a vendetta and he's out to collect on it.
It's not like
Yeah.
like a Sean Connery James Bond. It's
you don't
not
get
like
to hear
that.
the audio in the trailer, but
Yeah.
he says right off the bat, they're like, "Who the hell are you?" And he beats the crap out of that
Ever-loving-
dude, and then he says, "I'm vengeance."
He does.
That's
He's
pretty
on
sick.
vengeance.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I dig that. That's pretty cool.
Not another teen movie. Trevor,
Not another
Magical
teen-
Trevor has let us know,
Awesome.
let it be known that it was not another teen movie.
That's correct. That's right.
Did
I
you
have
call
it.
him Natural Trevor?
Magical Trevor.
Magical Trevor.
Do you ever watch that little
Yeah.
video? La 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 la, Magical Trevor. So every time I see him, I
Totally.
just can't. He probably hates it to death, but it's never gonna go away.
Oh, classic.
So, yeah, but I'm really excited for it.
Me too. I always give the film I think the benefit of the doubt, except for like shows that if I watch the trailer for it, I just can't watch it. Like, I know you guys are infatuated with that Tiger King.
Oh yeah, yes.
I can't. I just can't.
Dude,
I can't.
you absolutely can.
I cannot.
You absolutely
Really?
can.
How far are you? You have to get past episode 2.
Yes.
I haven't
You
gotten
do.
past the trailer.
Just start
dude,
with episode 3.
I couldn't either. I'm just gonna tell you this.
I watched the trailer and I'm like,
I could not. I watched the trailer and was
That's
like, I have
2.5 minutes,
zero
I'll never get
interest.
back.
This is a waste of time, a waste of my life.
Yes.
And it took me being so desperate that I couldn't find anything else on Netflix that I decided to watch it. And oh my God, I'm so glad I watched it.
Eurovision over and over again to prevent myself from watching.
Yeah,
the
see,
Tiger King.
Eurovision was like, okay.
I loved it.
It was
I
okay.
actually liked it. The reason why I like the feel good of the ending. I like the music. I even actually started looking up just like the people you started telling me to
Greta
look up.
Stallone, yeah.
Yeah, and they are fantastic.
Oh, Trevor does hate it. He hates the
Tiger
he hates
King?
his name. No, Magical Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't be so magical, Trevor.
Yeah.
Turn that magic
Stop
down.
being magical.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got to give Tiger King a chance. You just have to sit down.
We gotta
because
watch it with. We gotta make an event
Watch
of it.
Tiger King
Like,
right
watch
after
it with
Birds
a-
of Prey. You'll love it then.
It's a great dance show.
Good call.
Yeah, you can
Snuggle up
watch
with a
Paint
lady
Dry
with
and
it.
you'd love it.
Like Tiger King's a
Yeah,
good one
Chris,
to snuggle up with a
that's
lady
my buddy
with.
Chris Reber.
She'll be like,
Chris Rober says he's seen
and
it
like,
right. But here's the thing: if you actually watch it, so this is my
It's a
deal.
good snugging movie.
This is
show.
my deal with Tiger King. Is I know there's a lot of memes. I know it sounds like it's over politicized.
Yeah, that's how
but
you felt. You didn't think you were gonna like it.
I didn't think I was gonna
No.
like it, but it was so shocking.
Yeah,
What happens in the episode is so
and it gets crazier and
so
crazier.
shocking that, and I was ready for anything.
Yeah.
And what they hit me with was something that I seriously was not
No,
and
me
could not
neither.
ever be prepared for.
No, the previews can't tell
It is
anything.
worth it just for that.
For sure.
It's almost like mysteries, unsolved mysteries, and
Yeah.
comedy all mixed in one.
So I do love unsolved mysteries. However, watching a show like that, I almost cringe about how embarrassed
Oh yeah.
they should be, even though
Totally.
they probably aren't.
You get used to
Bro,
that.
you know what? It's not even that you. Honestly, though, you're really not embarrassed for the guy.
Yeah.
You just feel sorry for him.
You kind of do. You
For
kind of
sure.
go through these waves.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
Where you're like, he's kind of a weirdo, and you're like,
He's
damn.
like Cartman.
He's kind of like, yeah.
You
He's
love
kinda
to hate
like-
him,
You
and
love
then
to hate
hate
him.
love how much
you
love him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I don't know. It's so hard for me to accept the fact
I think
I
you
gotta
just
watch
need
it.
to you have to watch his story.
You gotta team up
here's the
with some
thing.
others.
You
Don't watch
gotta
it
know
alone.
his story because there's somebody out there who needs to be known. because I really do believe that this person needs to be stopped.
Plus,
This is a terrible person.
More mullets than Joe Dirt.
It does have more mullets than Joe Dirt.
All the
Yeah.
memes about it,
He's
like
like Joe Dirt and Brokeback Mountain mixed into one man.
Totally.
that sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. That's so hard for me to just break down and be like,
You just have to put on the first episode, and you have to know that this is something that I think everybody should know, because there's, like I said, there's a person in there
okay,
that everybody needs to know who that person is, because that person is an evil individual
okay,
who masquerades
That's
as a
lovable.
good person.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
like, you get to see like lovable evil, and it makes you
Yes.
question everybody.
Yes.
is it the person that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, so that show, I don't know. We'll see, because I'm just having a hard time accepting, like, watching, because oh boy, like, just. I
I've
think
had
right-
him as a boss too. I've had like 2 bosses that were just like him in several ways.
Yeah.
Because I just jumped from rich person to rich person, being like their tech assistant.
Yeah.
It's like a thing I've done career wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get wackos.
You do get whacked.
That's hardcore, dude. Like, see, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Because I am sort of intrigued. However, like, I almost want to make sure all my, I don't know.
So
Like, when I
Chris,
do stuff.
check it out. I'm just saying,
You wanna be ready.
Humor me and watch the first episode.
A little,
just the first.
a
Just
little-
the tip.
Just the tip. And Chris loves the tip.
He
So
does.
Chris, actually, I'm going to give you a little fun fact about him. I like to embarrass him all the time. That is,
Do it.
he's one of the most talented drivers I've ever met.
That's not saying much.
True.
He's
Wow.
like, what the hell, man?
I actually got to
No,
drive.
that's good. That's good. That's
I actually-
Chris. That's a good
I
compliment.
actually got to drive for Chris in the Thunder Roadsters for the road course series, and I got to hit a couple races with him, and
Dope.
just watching how quick he is in certain spots, and how smooth the kid
My wife
is.
says I'm quick too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're the champion of quickness.
I really am.
First place,
So quick.
world record.
World record.
So-
Record breaking.
record.
Usain Bolt over here.
Usain Bolt, 4 seconds. Sweet. So, but anyways, yeah. So Chris was, he's one of those dudes that just, as far as driving wise, he worked with me at Speed.
Yeah.
He also does some other things around the country, and road course races.
Like what? Hand jobs?
Mostly.
Be more specific.
Mostly.
Oh, the okay.
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah, yeah.
Cupping. He gestured cupping, for the
cupping,
radio
yeah.
listeners. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
He definitely.
Yeah.
He gestured cupping for the.
Yeah.
So
Making buns for the hot dog.
But yeah, no, he's really fast dude, and one of those guys that like you'll probably be seeing his name around, just kind of as a little introduction to who he is.
Diggity dope. Well, welcome to the show, Chris. So on to the next very, 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 very cool topic. I loved the movie Rogue One, which is a Star Wars movie, right?
Sure.
So the assassin, or he's not so much an assassin as he is like, he's like a commando espionage assassin agent, kind of all rolled into one. Cassian Andor.
Mhm.
He's the Mexican guy, the Antigua Montoya looking character.
Yep. He's yeah.
He's getting his own series for Disney Plus.
Sweet.
Obviously, it's gonna have to be before
Mandalorian.
Rogue One, or else the post would just be 8 episodes of us looking at a tombstone.
Sure.
So my guess is it takes place before. But I love that. What I loved the most about Rogue One was it showed the grittier, dirtier, meaner side of the rebellion.
I agree.
I loved that.
Yeah,
dude.
and he talks about, you could see in his face like how dead set on. He's like,
Yeah.
I've done things that you.
He killed
wouldn't
his
even-"
own informant.
Yeah.
I
Like-
knew they could do prequels from that, even though everyone
For sure.
died in that movie.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Chris
yeah.
Weaver says Tom Hanks.
Oh. Dude, come on, man. Don't follow him. I'm just kidding.
You've ruined that word now. I can't thank anyone anymore.
Right.
Every time someone says thanks, I'm going to see T.
T.
Hanks.
Hanks.
Yeah. It's broken.
Cheryl Delarue.
Oh, my sister.
Ricky D's Nuts is on with us right now. So
Yeah.
we were talking about Rogue One. You really liked Rogue One. I really liked
Yeah.
Rogue One. Cassian Andor, I don't know, is he like Hispanic or? I don't know. He's like some type of Latin,
Half Elorian.
it's half Elorian, something like that. So Cassian Andor, he's the espionage guy. He's kind of like the lead, other than Jen Urso.
They're like co-leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to do an entire series that's going to begin filming for Disney Plus in November.
Which will not have Jen Urso in it, obviously, because they've met for the first time on the movie, right?
Right.
So, I
But
don't
it
know.
I'm interested to see if it ties into The Mandalorian.
But
The Mandalorian happens after. Oh no, because this happens before A New Hope, and Mandalorian happens after Return of the Jedi.
correct.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But I can't wait for Mandalorian to finally get. I know they were filming like 2 or 3 more seasons.
Yeah,
But they need to make that happen because that's like the best thing on Disney Plus right now, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I am stoked. And dude, that's my problem with Disney Plus, dude. There is nothing to watch.
Yes.
There's nothing to watch.
That's why I think they offered the discounted rate for 3 years
Because they knew.
nothing comes out until 3 years.
Gotta
Like,
start somewhere.
We're gonna make you guys pay $2 a month because we ain't got shit.
Well, no.
They even
Gotta-
have
gotta start
titles.
somewhere.
They show you the goddamn title, and then you click on it, and it goes, "Oh, due to licensing agreements, this title will not be ready until 2030."
Oh, that must be why it looks like there's a lot of stuff on
2021,
there.
22.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like a
If you go
decent
through the
amount.
movies-
Mulan said it due to licensing agreements, it's not going to be available till the year 3000.
Good
I'm
job.
not kidding.
I was super
I took a
stoked.
screenshot.
So silly.
I was super stoked about the whatchamacallit, the
Whatchamacallit?
Mighty Ducks series.
Oh, right.
I love the Mighty Ducks series. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden I click on it, not until 2020, like the end of 2020. Then the
You're
other
like,
one's not until
"That's
2021. And then, yeah. So
You bitch.
I was like, are you kidding me? So
See,
I guess.
that sucks, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Instead, what we get the Muppets Now, which is a watered-down, stupid trash version of the Muppets.
I agree.
I'm an adult now, damn it. I want
Yeah.
adult content with my Muppets.
Speaking of.
Okay? I'm an adult!
Have you seen Happy Time Murders, by the way?
Gah. Yes, Happy Time Murder is great, but it's
Hilarious.
actually not the best. There is one that precedes it
What?
that is even crazier than that one.
I can't believe that. What's the name of it?
Meet the Feebles.
Okay, I'll have to look
And
that
it
up.
is directed and written by the Lord of the Rings director,
Okay.
Peter Jackson.
Okay.
It was one of his very first ever shows. If you want to look it up, type in Meet the Feebles, and then type in sodomy.
No way. I think I remember this.
You have to look that up. Because I thought.
Was this like
that-
adult?
Yes.
Oh,
Very,
I see the gun. And
very
Oh, yeah. Well,
adult.
So, see, that's how.
I absolutely tell you right now, it's worth watching or worth looking up.
Okay.
So this is
sick.
this guy doing the show, and the name of the song is called Sodomy.
There's creatures up in the rafters.
so
Is this like also
They're-
kind of a satire of the Muppet Show?
Exactly, that's all it is.
Oh,
See, like
that's
their little
there's-
testicles,
Yeah.
and they're the penises. You see their little phallic. So it's definitely you have to watch it. It gets so I mean, and just if you just keep watching, it gets nuts, and you're like, oh my god, I have to watch the show. So you can see it's very what do you call Muppetronic or whatever.
For sure.
He's dancing. This is Peter Jackson, mind you, Lord of the Rings director himself,
This is
the Hobbit director,
really cool. I feel like you're really bringing the heat with the cool content over here.
right?
Look at this.
So,
I highly recommend this movie. If you could find it on like maybe Amazon Prime. Oh, look at this. A hippo comes in with a machine gun.
I thought, but.
Someone's head just swung
But-
off.
So Waz, like with that, that's what I was saying. Like, so I didn't know about this, but I watched the movie. What was it Happy Time Murders?
Yeah.
And the first time, like when he goes into that one place and he's like, and he finds that the thing's milking the cow.
Oh, right.
Hilarious. So, when if you get a chance, I didn't know that, but that's gonna be fantastic because I thought that was hilarious.
I definitely have to watch Meet the Feebles.
Okay, I will.
It's old as heck. Definitely worth watching. I also highly recommend Time Bandits.
Time Bandits.
Yes.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen that movie, I also highly recommend Time Bandits.
You got to confirm your age on that one. Yeah. If you do the Happy Time Murders with the milking of the cow, hilarious. Oh my god.
Appropriate. That's had Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, this is the appropriate trailer.
if I remember
Okay, good.
correctly.
Good call. Yeah. That's definitely a good idea. And it's made by the guys that after Muppets were sold off to, I believe, Disney.
Right.
Yeah, like Muppet Treasure Island, I see.
So he kind of made this as kind of like a bad Muppets.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
As if that's like that universe really collides.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And the funny thing is like that the puppets actually their drug of choice is sugar cane, like sugar
Pixie
packets.
sticks.
Pixie sticks.
Yes.
How crazy.
Hilarious.
Yes.
I kind of like the idea of like some really soft foam tits though. Like, I'm peeping on that and like, all right, I ain't against it. Like
I ain't against it.
like pork in a sponge.
Spork and a punch. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and
On that note-
take care of our sponsors
On
really
that
quick.
note-
We'll be back in about 30 seconds to a minute.
My doctor prescribed me Viagra. It wasn't covered by my insurance, so it was costing me like $65 a pill. That's expensive.
Over 20 million guys like us use Viagra. Over a certain age, we just need it. I found a way to pay less than $3 a pill and get virtually the same effect of the $65 pill. I heard an ad just like this on the radio, called, and for $99, I got 40 generic versions of the $65 pill. Save yourself money and call right now and get over 40 pills for $99. There's no embarrassment here to use Viagra. If we're over 50, we need it, but not at high prices. Call now with your credit card and get the 40 pill special for just $99.
800-626-6538. 800-626-6538. That's 800-626-6538.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
800-430-7568. 800-430-7568.
Been trying to get rid of your stubborn belly fat, but it doesn't want to leave you? Or maybe you want to get that extra ripped look. Now you can reach your goals the keto way. Ketosis is the metabolic state where your body burns fat for energy. And the best way to turn your body into a fat-burning, weight-losing machine is with Advanced Keto Plus. And right now, for our radio listeners only, you can get 2 bottles free when you order 2 bottles. You get to try out keto at our best discount ever. Plus, call now and we will also send you a free 28-day meal plan keto ebook with your first order. Burn your stubborn belly fat and get ripped today the keto way. Call right now to order. Buy 2 bottles for only $49.99 each and get 2 bottles free.
800-417-2119. 800-417-2119.
Ever notice how sometimes classic rock isn't classic? Classic is supposed to mean the artist has been around for a while and done a thing or two. Welcome to High Quality Rock, the undisputed best artists and songs in rock and roll history with no posers and no slog. Only the best of the best rock music with pedigree that didn't come out of a comic book. Great music 24/7, excellent programs all week and every weekend. It's basically the only rock music station you need, and it's at highqualityrock.com, now included with the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows. Plus, podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
We ready? We back?
Yeah.
We're back!
Your lip noises, I made them really echoey.
I heard that. I was like, oh, yeah.
That's how we're coming back.
All right, we are back. I am Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee. I'm here with Ricky D's and Nuts and Waz, supposedly. And this is Two Clueless Dudes. No.
It's Starburst gotcha.
Starburst
We're
got me.
Starbursting in.
Those are amazing.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never tried the little ones.
The little ones, and those are just the pink and reds.
They're better. They're better little.
Yeah.
So I have these beans,
yeah.
but I forgot them.
Yeah.
I'm really
Beans.
bummed. I really want to try them.
This is
Maybe.
about next episode. Look out for beans.
I know. I was
I-O.
going to have you do them with me,
Yeah.
but now Phil's just going to have to suffer.
Yeah. Well, I did it with you last
it's
time.
better.
Remember?
You did the. What did you do with me last time? Should we tell our wives or what? What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah. Something about beans and cupping them. What?
Something about cupping beans. That's right. So these beans are I got from my buddy Jeff.
Uh-huh.
They are spicy.
Yeah, it's the ones I had.
You had what? No.
Yeah, you gave me the jalapeno one and the not the habanero, the cayenne pepper one.
I did.
Yes.
When?
And it stung my anus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you were here for that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the cayenne pepper one. We only had the.
You gave me two different ones.
Yeah, I gave you the sriracha and the jalapeno.
That's right. That's right. We didn't go up to the
We didn't
cayenne
even
yet.
get into the
Yeah,
big stuff.
Either way, still stung the old anus.
That's right. He had two Jeff remembers.
Yeah.
So I thought I brought it. It's not in my backpack though.
Yeah.
but that's fine.
We'll
That means
step
we
it
get
up.
to save it for Phil
Yeah, we'll see what's good.
because he's trying real hard to get out of it.
I know, and that'd be great.
I'm very excited. I know it's gonna hurt, but no pain, no gain, dog.
Tell him they're sack flavored. He'll know what it means.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
that's true.
definitely for it.
That's right.
So we'll be good.
He's more of an almond joy man, less of a mounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He really likes them nuts. All right, so
That's right, Phil.
I'm gonna nerd out here really quick because it's just so funny.
Yeah.
I play a lot of role-playing games. I love to role-play. I've role-played my whole life, like D&D and shit like that.
Sure.
And superheroes. I love to role-play superheroes, mostly because I really love making, like, just highly unintelligent superheroes.
Okay.
So I had this one superhero in particular named Captain Sweatpants. And he was called Captain Sweatpants because when he came time to fight crime, the only thing he could find to throw over his face to cover it was a pair of sweatpants.
On his face?
Yeah. So he
Okay.
just cut holes out, and that's
With the dangly legs flopping around?
yeah.
I love it.
And he went as Captain Sweatpants. Now
And he
the
could borrow some
optics of it-
sweats.
I love
He
the
wa-
look of that.
He wasn't very smart, and he was hanging out with this alien dog who could talk and like do stuff, right? So
Okay.
that was another person who was playing with me, and so we were like our own like little thing that we would hang out, and something happened, and my character, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get you out of here, and my character had the ability to basically propel itself, like as in flight. The problem is, per the description, there is no gradient. It goes from 0 to 250 miles an hour instantaneously.
Okay, so nothing can hang on.
Right. So I wind up breaking his leg because I grab him and take off with him. So I have this alien dog with a broken leg, and my character's not very smart. He doesn't know what to do, so he drops him off at a vet
Okay.
because it's a dog, right?
But it's
And-
an alien dog.
Yeah, but then I follow him in, and I'm like hella suspicious, right?
Okay.
I'm like, nobody ask any questions. Can you fix my dog? You know? And then like they put a cast on, they fix him up, but they had called the police, so I had to get him out of there. So I whooshed him out again. I broke his other leg.
Okay.
So this was also the same character. Me and that dog, we were together, trying to fight crime. We're going around like New York City, right? And we find this warehouse, and it seems to be mob related. And we go in, and we find these massive bundles. Just the whole warehouse is full of these massive bundles of white powder. Okay, my character immediately goes, oh my God, you know what's happening here? And because he's an alien dog and doesn't know anything about Earth, he goes, no. I say, they're trying to steal Christmas. So we take it upon ourselves to then rain down upon New York City bundles and bundles of cocaine. I only reason because it hit me like in the middle of the night last night, and I found myself laughing
Oh, this is
hysterically
so
in my
good.
sleep.
You have to like flesh this out as some kind of thing.
Oh my god, this is the same
Some kind
character.
of story.
This is the same character.
The story is so good.
It's so
hilarious.
good. So this is the same character that sold all of another character's personal belongings in his home to a pawn shop, but not for money. You see, one of our friends was in trouble with the law, and I knew that he needed a lawyer. So we found a lawyer, Foggy Nelson, from the Daredevil series, right? So he was going to be the lawyer, but I couldn't get his name right. I called him Soggy Bottoms.
Okay.
But the people were always like, well, you need to have your appointment card with you. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. I just dropped something out of the pawn shop and they gave me this ticket. That must be what this is. So I would constantly hand them my pawn shop ticket and then just walk in. And they couldn't stop me because, I mean, I'm a massive, super strong superhero, right?
Right.
So I would go in and I would basically harass Soggy Bottoms to defend my friend. And then every time I needed to get a new meeting, I would sell more of my other friend's stuff to the pawn shop so I could meet Soggy Bottoms. So by the time it was done, he finally gets out of jail, but his place is completely empty. He lost everything. Hi, Mom!
Oh man, so there's a huge market for like young adult or like youth novels.
That would be a good novel,
And
right?
you can totally have like PG-13, like drugs and sex and stuff in these youth novels.
Yeah.
You just don't have language that's like bigger than college level words.
Right.
Sure.
That's
So-
the only deal. So like, there's such a hunger for that. You could totally write some short stories in that, guys,
could.
and shit. And you seem to have a ton of that material.
So I had another character I thought was really funny, also superhero material, and he went by the name Explode. And his whole ability was that if he were to punch anything, it would cause an explosion. So if he punches something, it explodes. The problem was he was immune to the fiery part of the blast, but not the actual concussive force. So anytime he hit something, it was so strong that it would send him flying and knock him unconscious. So he wasn't even immune to his own ability, right?
Right.
So, and his whole thing was he was always in and out of jail.
Yeah.
Because the way his powers work, I mean, you do a lot of damage. So he's always going to jail. So he never has any money. So he's always having to like take a cab or an Uber to get to like the fight scenes, you know? He's always showing up like at last minute, jumping out of like a yellow taxi.
Knocks himself out and then goes back to jail.
Gets into a fight and then obviously something will happen during the fight and he winds up back in jail.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was... And he was a former police officer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a former police officer who... he was a detective, but there was this awful science explosion, and that's how he got his powers, but it also managed to kill his family, and he doesn't know how it happened, but he got blamed for it, so he went on the run. He tried to be a criminal, but he was a really bad criminal. He was just awful at it, and it didn't work out well for him. So then he decided to be a hero. Unfortunately, he's not a very good hero either, so he keeps going to jail. But now he knows all the cops in there, so it's cool.
So it's cool.
Oh man.
So now it's just a high five on the
So
way
now
in.
it's a high fivers.
I have a quick mysterious white powder story.
Okay,
So I was
yes,
working
please.
this LED place, and we'd order stuff from China all the time, and to
That's your first
resell
problem.
lighting. So
There it goes.
we get this box that was supposed to be some LED lighting, and instead it's white powder, like a brick of it. And we're like,
Whoa.
what the heck is this? Writing's all in Chinese. Invoice the invoice
What the
always
hell?
says something generic like electronic parts
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
make customs go quicker.
What
Okay.
squiggly lines mean cocaine? I don't know.
Yeah, so we like cut it
Or
open.
heron.
We're examining it. We're seeing what it smells like and
Did
stuff.
you taste it?
No.
Oh, you
I
should've
was
tasted it.
about to, but he finally got the factory online because they open at like 5 p.m. in our time.
Yeah, yeah.
So he finally got a hold of the factory, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know who got your lighting that you ordered. It's a place that makes fluorescent bulbs. You got their
Fluorescence.
Yeah, their fluorescent dust.
Oh, no.
Don't touch it or open the bag. It's crazy toxic."
So it's a good thing you didn't
Taste it.
like it.
Good thing I didn't snort some right in my mucous membranes.
Have you ever...
Jesus.
Right up against my bloodstream.
As a kid, we were joking about snorting, cocaine. I think as your kid,
Yeah,
you see
joke
it,
about
so you
snorting
joke about
everything
it.
as a kid, yeah.
So, but we were doing it with pixie sticks, but we weren't actually snorting it. We were just pretending to, and then
Right.
we'd eat it. And the teacher came in and was like, "What are you guys doing?" oh, look, we're pretending to snort this. I went like this, but I did actually like breathe in a little bit with my nose, and the pixie stick shot up into my nose. Oh my God, dude, it burnt so bad. Like, I'll never do cocaine now. I never will. I've learned my lesson. If it's anything like a pixie stick, it is awful. I mean, I literally made this sound.
There's different caffeine pills that you can like scrape up the caffeine pill or like open it, and it's like a plastic-ish kind of pill, and there's like powder inside.
Have you ever had so much caffeine that your body just stops working?
Yeah, like you crash and like nap and stuff.
Bro,
I've done that.
Jolt Cola did that to me. Jolt Cola did that to me at the crosswalk of
snort
Sahara
caffeine, by the way.
and Maryland Parkway. I polished off an entire thing of Jolt Cola, and I went, oh shit.
Yeah?
I literally just sat there at the crosswalk, right at the the hit button sign. Done, dude. Done. My stomach hurt so bad.
Did you say on Maryland?
Maryland and Sahara. Mm-hmm. It's my old stomping grounds.
That intersection is such a bad place to take a nap.
Terrible place. Terrible place to take a nap.
That is a horrible place
That
to
is the
take a
same.
nap.
That is the same crosswalk, in fact, where I was walking with a hot dog in my hand and just walking casually, and I was holding the hot dog, like the bun, and then like the hot dog on top, and then I had my hand around it, so my palm was facing the hot dog, and I'm walking, and the hot dog shot out, and onto the street.
Perfect spiral?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
perfect little spiral.
Yeah.
Perfect little
You
wiener
lose
spiral.
so many hot dogs. You got that car accident because of the hot dog going crazy?
Yes. Dude, I have a serious problem with hot dogs. It's true.
Yeah.
Or do you
Oh,
just
dude, I
eat a
was
lot
so
of hot
bummed.
dogs? You just, about your life, there's always hot dogs around.
Dude, I love hot dogs. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
I was so bummed.
Yep, my mom said, I know where that was.
There's a life of many hot dogs around. It must be nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a pretty crazy intersection
Yeah.
for Veganites
Yeah,
in the area.
totally. I know
Yes.
there's a Jack in the Box. There's a Chase. Got everything you need.
Yeah. So back in the day, there was not a Chase.
Oh.
So back in the day, there wasn't even there's
Was there at
a
least a Jack
Terrible's and
there?
a McDonald's.
Oh.
That's not there. So the Jack in the Box has always been there.
That's what I thought.
But actually, no, it wasn't.
Whoa.
Do you know what it was before it was a Jack in the Box?
The building was something else?
Yes.
What? No.
Now they tore the building down and rebuilt it as a Jack in the Box.
okay.
But what was there was actually a Noggles.
Noggles?
Yes. Yes.
Noggles?
So tell
Tell them
Noggles is
about
so funny.
shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'd never seen a chicken before. I must have been 15, 16.
Okay.
And I just walked out of the Taco Bell on Sahara Maryland Parkway. Right next to Taco Bell is an Audio Express. And
Yeah.
I'll be goddamn if there isn't a chicken just walking around
Wow.
the yard.
Just chilling.
Yeah, well, it turns out it belonged to some guy, and he lost his chicken, and he was chasing it.
That's so great.
But I didn't know what it was. I'd never seen a chicken before.
The hell is that?
Yeah, I was like,
So
it's a
great.
fucking mutated pigeon or something.
That pigeon's so fat.
Yeah, I actually was like,
Why can't this son bitch
should
fly?
I keep him? Like, I could teach this thing to do like my
You-
bidding,
you
my
were
evil
able to
bidding.
grab it? You just thought you could
You
grab
caught
it?
it?
But I didn't know what it was. So yeah, I was like, shit, it's worth a shot.
Might as well try to
But the dude came and was like, "That's my chicken." I'm
go
like, "Oh, all right, cool.
basketball of meat.
Have your chicken." And okay, so and across the street there was an. Do you remember Ultrazone? It
No.
was a laser tag place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have an ultrazone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So laser. It was a base. All you did was play laser tag. It was this huge place, and you put on like the massive thing over your chest, and you had the gun, pew, 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 and you'd go in with a whole bunch of other people, and it was like a 2-story thing.
Yeah.
And they were always yelling at you not to run. Right? Don't run.
Yeah.
Don't run. Don't jump. Don't
Yeah,
do
but
this.
you're a kid, you're gonna run.
Oh,
Got it.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can keep digging.
So here I am on the second floor, right?
Yeah, how do you
Pew,
not
pew, pew, pew.
run while you're shooting?
Right. It's like you see it in every action movie. Why
For
wouldn't you do
sure.
it?
Yeah.
Nobody calmly shoots somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, pew, 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 pew. I'm shooting, and then all of a sudden this opposing team kids come up onto the second floor. So I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna shoot me. So I turn around and I dive. I dive off of the stairs.
Safe.
And I do like this roll. I do like a total barrel roll, and I get up right into a beam.
Oh.
Yeah, I barrel rolled into a beam, and there was a guy just watching me, and I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Are you okay, kid?" And I was like, "Huh?" Beep, 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 beep. Went back to shooting, and I frolicked off into the night.
Frolicked off
awesome.
into the night.
Yeah, but that hurt like hell. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
That rung my
yeah.
bell.
That was
I was
extra
gonna say,
points.
that's a ding ding.
Yep.
Yeah,
that-
Tumble downstairs.
for sure.
That rung. Dude, I
Why
grew
is
up
the
in that
laser
area.
tag upstairs? What the hell?
Yeah.
So I also broke my toe in that area.
Oh my gosh.
And this may be a surprise to my mother. She may actually know the story. But at the time, my mom worked at a church, and the church was a 2-story building. And the first story actually had like this little area, like almost like a balcony type thing, facing the parking garage. So not facing the Sahara Street, but facing the parking garage. So one day, me and a bunch of the other church kids, we thought it'd be really fun to jump off the top of the building.
Yeah.
So we're like, it's probably going to hurt. So it's not a bad idea to give us some protection.
Sure.
So we grabbed every couch cushion. We found an old bed.
Yeah.
We took every pillow,
Yep.
and we made ourselves like a landing platform. And me being the smart guy,
You
I
be
was
fir-
like, hey, I'll go first. So I jumped. I jumped over everything. I completely missed everything.
Cleared it.
Cleared it.
Licked the stamp.
Landed,
Sent it.
fractured my toe, and I laughed. So I am laughing because to me, I know what I just did. I totally effed up, and I'm laughing at myself.
Yeah.
Hysterically. Like, I got tears in my eyes because I'm crying so much. The girls that were there, Beth and Amber, they were mortified. They thought I was dead. It was so funny. But yeah, I was a Dumas. Yeah, I definitely. That was actually in the same area. I tried hopping a chain link fence, and got my nut stuck.
Oh my God!
On
I
the top.
cannot imagine.
Yeah,
Oh, you
me
were
and
that
this-
kid.
me and
Everyone
this
had
lady-
that kid
yeah.
in the neighborhood with the nuts on the
Me
top
and
of
this
the
girl,
fence.
Danica, we were together. We were trying to hop this fence to go somewhere, and I got my nut caught on just a little top of
Yeah.
the chain link fence.
It was
And
chain
I'm
link
like-
for you. It was a wooden picket fence in my neighborhood.
Yeah, and she's like, Mike, get over.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck here, right? I'm like, I can't. She's like, come on, I want to get over. Move already. I'm like, I can't. You don't understand. It's got my nuts. I'm like, I can't move. Get help. I'm like, send for help.
my
Get help.
gosh.
Get help. She just
Did
crumbles
it,
and starts
did it
laughing
tear,
at
or
me.
did you just get a scrape?
I mustered enough strength to literally lift myself up and off,
Uh-huh.
and then turn sideways and fall off.
So you were just
That's good
snagged.
news.
You didn't like
yeah,
tear.
I didn't tear. I just wound up with a little pokey.
Yikes.
You can just see the
Dude.
little red pokey mark.
Those kind of stories, dude. I will.
Yeah,
That's
I kept them shits packed away.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I remember-
Yeah.
I'm not.
I have nothing to be embarrassed of in my life anymore.
No, I mean,
I'm 37 years old. I literally do not care anymore.
yeah, I get it. Me too. I'm the same way.
Right?
Don't care.
Dude.
I did some dumb shit, dude, like being absolutely hammered and stealing my wife's dirt bike to go hauling ass around the neighborhood and ate shit and gouged all the way to the bone. I get it, dude, totally. Because I thought everybody's like, "Oh, Rick, you've been drinking a little bit. Don't do that." Because I had my big 450 and I was kind of riding around the yard, and they took it away from me. So I was like, "Oh yeah, totally." So I snuck away.
You
So I
grabbed
get it.
that one?
And then I stole Melanie's bike and ate it.
Gravity's a bitch.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah,
In fact,
permafrost. Son of a.
I got super smashed at a buddy's house, Sean Butcher's, and I decided to jump in their pool. There was no water in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah.
The water's so clear.
It was so. I mean, I was like, wow, all right, cool. I'll tell you what. I can smash my knees,
Oh.
and I was like, where did the water go?
What happened to the
Did
water?
I hit so hard all the water left, or
Oh
what's
my
going
God,
on here,
your knees though.
bro? And I don't know what it is. He said, yeah, that was nasty, and you didn't even realize it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, she had to patch me up.
I've only had one, okay, I've had two very bad bike experiences, okay? And unfortunately, I've never done the bad motorbike experience, but
Sure.
bicycle experience.
Sure.
So my very first bad bicycle experience happened when I was 7 years old. My mom and my stepfather at the time
Yeah.
got me a BMX bike for the backyard.
Yeah, of course.
And it was awesome. I loved it, but I had it was worn, and the handles, we didn't have a lot of money, but
yeah.
so I didn't have handles. I just had the metal
bar.
tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm riding, and I finally figured out how to ride it, and my parents, I'm like, hey, come out, watch me ride my bike. It's gonna be great. So I'm riding my bike around, and I look up at them. I'm like, haha, you know, like I'm so look at me, I'm super cool. Well, I like lose my balance or like jink it and like hit a rock or something.
Yeah.
And the bike falls down, and I go up and airborne, and I come down, and it stabs me.
Oh
The
my
tube
God.
stabs me in the ribs, and they literally like me out, and I've got like you could see like all like the whiteness and like it's all bleeding.
Oh.
And what do my parents do? They run me into the bathroom and then throw iodine on it.
Well, yeah. Well, back then that was like the thing to
Dude,
clean
it
a wound.
hurt. It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
I actually had I might even still have the scar somewhere, but I had a scar for the majority of my life from that.
Oh man.
That's how bad.
Did
that's
they
how
take you to
brutal
the
it was.
hospital after that, or did it seal up?
Oh no, they were just like, put some tussin on it, you'll live, kid. Look,
Oh.
you understand? I got hit by I've been hit by a car 10 times in my life. Most of that happened between the ages of 14 and 16. I got hit by a car 10 times.
Holy crap. Okay.
I'm not, and that's
The
not an
same car?
exaggeration.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah.
Was it the same?
And most of them happened around that Sahara area.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
I got at Sunrise Hospital. I got hit by a doctor in a Corvette. Took me onto his hood. So, I've been hit 10 times and almost 11, but I pushed a friend in the way.
Were you
Not my
skateboarding or
proudest
just-
moment. It was purely reactionary. I swear to God, I didn't think about it. It just
Oh, that's-
happened.
that's
I
good
was
to
just
know.
like, it ain't gonna be me. But when I was 7 years old, but here's the thing: out of those 10,
Just crossing the street?
yeah. So like, what it is, I wore rollerblades.
Okay.
So you're quick.
'Kay.
So cars trying to like make a left, they don't see you. Trying
Yeah.
to make a right, they don't see you. Pulling out of driveways, they don't see you.
Yeah.
You know, just pulling off onto the street, they don't see you. So that's usually how they all happen. So they're not usually very fast, but still
Yeah.
they hurt. They leave some bruises, maybe some cuts, some scrapes, but for the most part,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I almost got my foot run over one time, but I managed to lift my foot up and kick his hubcap instead.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So I came really close. That was probably the closest time I got to being seriously injured. But when I was 7 years old, I got hit by a dog.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the dog. But when I was 7, and my mom can testify to this, I was all of like 30 pounds. Okay, I was a very tiny kid.
Sure.
And it was a German Shepherd.
Oh.
And we had 2 puppies, and the German Shepherd was chasing the puppies, and I'm running after the puppies, and then the puppies come back around the corner and they run underneath my legs.
Oh.
I look down. By the time I look up, Bear was the name of the German Shepherd, was running at me full bore, hit me so hard I went airborne, flipped me around, and I landed on a rock,
Yeah.
fractured my collarbone.
Oh, jeez.
It took another 2 days before they took me to the hospital.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Because they were like, nah, you're fine.
You'll be all right."
Just do some arm circles. So I'm
Yeah.
like, all right. So I'm doing arm circles. I'm like, yeah, look, I can do arm circles now.
Ow.
So then on Monday was the day for our school pictures for the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
And I'm walking like this, like Quasimodo, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't. It hurts so bad, I can't seem to lift my. Whoo, dude, my mom was so mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my ass beat tonight. I know it. I feel it coming.
I'm okay.
But then they wound up taking me to the hospital, and
Yeah.
it turned out that I had fractured my collarbone. And when I got home, they gave me ice cream
That's cool.
because they felt bad. So
Yeah, for sure.
all was well in the end.
All is well. I've walked. Melanie's talking about those dirt bike accidents. I had that.
Didn't
happen.
you just recently fall?
Yeah,
Ooh, that pause. That
He's
was
like-
a pregnant pause.
I don't want to talk about it.
but it wasn't like bad. It was my own. I just accidentally goosed the throttle and was letting go at the bar at the same time, and that was not a happy ending.
For sure.
But
so
yeah,
people are just accidentally drinking.
I got landed on. Yeah,
Man.
I got landed on though back up when I was racing in Alaska motocross, and I walked around just like you were talking about, like all sideways, like
I remember being a teenager and thinking, am I going to play guitar or skateboard? Because those are the 2 things I think are cool to see other people do.
Yeah.
Sure.
I fell down. Oh, no. I got on a skateboard and it broke in half because of my weight. And then I fell down on a different skateboard. And I was like, neither of these are going to happen on the guitar.
Guitar it is.
Yeah.
Bro, for me, nope. I didn't. I thought about playing an instrument. Nah. I'm like musically declined, okay? It's not happening for
Yeah.
me. I was like, skateboard, sure. Nope. I can't keep myself on a fucking skateboard to save my life.
No.
Roller skating, nope. Can't keep myself on roller skates to save my life. but I can rollerblade.
I can rollerblade too.
Now,
yeah.
can I do any cool tricks on rollerblades? Fuck no.
You just can't fall
Can't do
forward
shit.
and backward as easily on blades as you can on four
Sure.
2x2 roller skates.
Boom.
So,
That's right.
Trevor says.
So you got the side to side, okay? Just that front and back, you need some help with.
Oh, he said he played guitar and skateboarded.
Must be nice.
Oh, he played guitar. And I didn't know you played guitar and
Yeah.
skateboarded. Whoa, you were cool.
Yeah.
I had a lot of skateboarder friends because of that, because of the overlap. 'Cause
Okay.
most of the guitar people were skateboarder people too. California.
You counted
Yeah.
up yeah,
It was like
yeah.
do that or meth. That was like the only things going
Yeah.
on in the desert.
That
Yeah.
or meth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
you
tough
ride a skateboard
choices.
and listen to Offspring, or you do
Yeah,
meth.
exactly.
And listen to Sublime.
That was my high school. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's high. Yeah, exactly. That's high
Yeah.
school in a nutshell.
That's it.
It was the desert, Apple Valley, Victorville.
Okay, so do you have a story about getting run over?
Run
No,
over.
Landed.
Oh, you got landed on.
Landed on.
You
Yeah.
got landed on.
Yeah, they jumped on me, and that's when I couldn't walk. Like I was like,
Oh,
like,
is that
I was-
when you wound up getting all the stuff in your arm?
No, that was a different one.
What was that one? Because I know you got all these things in your arm.
Yeah, so I got a plate and like 13 screws. So
Fucking RoboCop over here.
yeah, so I was racing,
Ed 209.
and towards the end of the race,
So
I'm definitely not in the best shape. So towards the end of the race, I'm really winded, and I see guys catching me, and I'm like, not today. But the track conditions were a little slick. I go off the face of the jump, not with enough speed, nor did I get straight, so I got cross-threaded.
Oh,
and when I
no.
landed on the nose, I bounced and landed and crushed my entire shoulder.
Damn!
I broke it into 7 or 8 pieces.
Dang.
And
Damn, that's like a whole bucket from KFC.
Yep, right there.
Damn.
And they like most like elderly women with like the thinner bone density, the worst they'd break it is 4 pieces.
Yeah, osteoporosis. Yeah.
I broke mine into, I think I said 7 or
7.
8. The doc had to bump somebody else's surgery to bring me in.
Oh, and you tore your ACL and your meniscus in your AK.
Tore my ACL, tore my meniscus.
are you like?
I got knocked out trying to whip the bike.
Are you doing the stem cell thing now? Are you stem selling some of this shit back? Especially the ACL is like stem cell territory.
Oh no,
now.
I had them replace it and called it good.
All right.
So that was back in
Back in the noughties.
08. 08
Okay.
I had my knee replaced. And then it was just, there was some gnarly, yeah, I wasn't officially diagnosed until like 2 years later with my torn ACL.
Oh,
so I was
geez.
doing PT and running
On a
and
torn ACL.
On a torn ACL.
Duh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was hard.
That's crazy.
That was probably one of the worst pains. That and then my gallbladder taking a shit.
So, have you ever been in any car accidents? Not on the track?
Yes. Remember last time I told you guys? I'll tell you that story.
Yeah.
About the banana split and the people thought that it was blood.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
That was
had
my only car
accident. So, I've been in a car accident.
Okay.
My buddy Josh was in his Isuzu iMark.
Okay.
If you remember how awful that car was, he was going to get a new car, and he was like, Mike, I'm going to give you this car.
Okay.
I was like, diggity dope. It's going to be great. I'm going to have a car. I mean, it's a POS, but it'd be my POS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had just left a girl's house that he liked, that he was going out with, but she liked me.
Uh-oh.
Which made me, it felt super awkward. I was like, we need to go. And it was right next to the Orleans casino.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're leaving, we're turning left, and a guy in the right-hand turn lane in a truck he had to have been doing like 50, 60, just keeps
Cleaned you
going
up.
straight. He just kept going straight instead of turning, and we wound up hitting on the driver's front side.
Okay.
His back. That's how fast he was going.
Oh, dang.
And so he did a complete 360 spin into a light pole and crushed the light pole. And his Isuzu R-Mark just had so little weight that it literally just bounced up. We went straight up. It completely dead stopped us, and we just went straight up and down. And I took the impact. I don't know why. I just saw it coming.
Yeah.
So I was able to take the impact, and it didn't really bother me that much. But because we jumped, my buddy Josh, when he came down on his nutsack.
Sat on the old beans or what?
He couldn't breathe.
man.
It hurt so bad.
I would
I
change
believe
my
it.
underwear if that
Yeah.
situation
Yeah,
happened.
I believe it.
So
Boxer briefs, y'all.
long story short, I didn't get the car. Okay. It was kind of totaled.
Now I want to hear some Legends racing accidents though. Give me the top shelf of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, lots of
which-
lessons racing.
Yeah, I've been in a few. The biggest one was out at the bull ring
Because he's
in
a
Vegas.
champion.
And there was a really big pileup from like second place back. Only like 3 cars made it out. And the rest of us, I think there was 17 others that just all piled in. And it just so happens that that's the one night my brakes go out.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So with these Legends cars, they had these brake pieces that kind of expand and kind of push the shoes out as you race.
So the brakes
We
broke?
put them, they were in backwards.
No.
So they closed instead of went out. So I had no rear brake. So I would pump, and then the brake would finally come in.
Oh, man.
Well, this wreck happens, and there was an opening up top. I go, and it closes. There's an opening down at the bottom, and it closes. And all I see is
smoke
and cars. So I start pumping the brakes, and by the third time, and nothing happened, I just pushed them both down because it has 2 brake pedals.
Oh, wow.
They go to the same brake. It's just if you want a left foot brake or right foot brake.
Oh, that's cool.
So I put both feet on the brakes, and as hard as I can, and I come in and I clean up a car, and I destroy probably one of my biggest rivals out there, and I ended up on top of his car, of course.
Oh, my gosh.
And the next day I couldn't even walk. Like, my feet hurt so bad because how much they wrapped around the pedal from the impact.
Damn.
Yeah, that was like one of the worst ones. I was like, dang. And then obviously this most recent car, the first night I had it, I started on the pole of the race, and some dude just cleans me up and pushes me right into the fence, and we hit hard. Phil was there.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, Phil's video.
That's your problem.
All you hear is, and he does the F word. So, and like totally, and everybody's like, why did he stop filming? I was like, because he was shocked that I hit the fence right in front of him.
Right in front of him, yeah.
Yeah. So that's just one of many. I mean, I've had a bunch of really hard hits, and that's just racing accidents, though.
Well, I mean, when it comes to cars, that's really the only accident. But I have had some embarrassing things happen in cars. So, and my buddy Jay can testify to this.
Okay.
But before I get to the story, we're going to go ahead and pay some Benjamins, and we let our sponsors do their talking. Give us 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll be right back with an incredible, embarrassing story.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-507-3114. 800-507-3114. 800-507-3114. That's 800-507-3114.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they were able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-918-7169. 800-918-7169. That's 800-918-7169.
You're home. You're a diabetic. You need supplies, but you don't want to visit the pharmacy. What do? Call US Med for home delivery of your supplies. If you have diabetes and you're worried about going to a crowded pharmacy, pick up the phone in the safety and comfort of your home and let US Med deliver them to you with free shipping. And now if you test your blood sugar 4 more times a day and inject insulin 3 or more times a day, you may qualify to get a new continuous glucose monitor at little or no cost, which may eliminate the pain of pricking your fingers and helps you make smarter diabetes decisions. Plus, we'll send you a 90-day supply and bill your insurance company for you. Get some peace of mind. Call US Med today.
800-451-4785. 800-451-4785. That's 800-451-4785.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
Welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes. We are here. We are live. I'm here with Ricky Adelary.
That's right.
And I am also here with Waz, supposedly. I am Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee. I go by many names. Many names. So I was going to tell you a very embarrassing story about me in the car. So me and my buddy Jay, who owns the radio station, we were invited cordially to be a part of a music video.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I know this one a little bit.
In Los Angeles.
Okay.
Los Angeles. So we're like, yeah, sounds dope. So we both worked at 3 to 11. So we had to wait till we got off work and then we left. But they were going to start shooting at like 5 in the morning, like super early.
Right.
So we drive to LA. By the time we get there, I think we get like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours worth of sleep.
Sure.
So, and I was having I was having like a little bit of tonsillitis at the time.
Sure.
So like my throat hurt a little bit. So I was already like not feeling so hot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're going to do this.
Let's do it.
So we go and we do this music video, which you can still find on YouTube by Dino Mike called Meow Remix.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay.
So I do highly recommend you check it out. It will definitely, if anything, it's worth a laugh.
Is this it?
That's it. Correct.
Yes, we're going to have it on the background. You guys
So we're going to put it on the
discuss.
background.
Yeah.
So basically, we start the shooting for this, and now I'm filming while he's filming. I'm doing like a lot of the behind the scenes filming.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts at like 5 in the morning. We have to drive to this location.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do hair, makeup,
There's
clothing.
Jay. Look at little young Jay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jay looks so young. This is so weird.
So this music video.
What the heck?
Yes, this music video
wow.
actually took almost 12 hours to shoot
Is
in
that
its entirety.
you?
Yeah.
What the punk?
Yeah, that is a young Mike.
Oh my gosh, this is so bizarre.
Right?
Wait a minute.
It's a
tripping
very
me out.
unique. So we wound up having a lot of fun with it.
So much polo shirts.
Right? And that was like part of the theme was you had to wear a polo.
2009.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah, you guys, the tan slacks, like it's
Yeah.
office, like you work at Domino's.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
So, that was kind of like the thing where we had to, shoot this video, and it took 12 hours, so we don't get back till about 6 in the morning. But then we decided to watch all of the video footage that we had done. So all the
I love all
behind the
those
scenes
sped
stuff.
up stuff.
Yeah.
Like They Might Be Giants style, like sped up music videos. So funny.
It's a really funny music. It really is funny.
This is great. Yeah, for the video, for the audio people, you should see the video on this. This is a legit music video.
Yeah, it is a legit music video.
That's a legit California kitchen too.
Right?
Maple, everything.
Oh, there's
maple.
you and your rollerblading.
Yeah. Rollerblading, Jay couldn't fit in the rollerblades.
Oh, so we had to run at it.
Yeah,
What
so
is
we had to
that phone? That's like OG picture phone.
Yeah.
The screen's like a postage
So you
stamp.
saw like this random black guy just show up right there?
Yeah.
When he
Just to
introduced
legitimize-
himself to me, I was like, hey dude, what's your name? He was like, Tobias. I was like, oh, I'm M, Mike. And we got a lot of this stuff on film. So we wound up staying up watching all of our extra footage. And
what
then
the heck? Yeah.
and so by the time we go to sleep, it's like 2, 3 in the morning again. So we have to wake up early again because we're supposed to meet up with another buddy of ours at Disneyland. So
It ends with a punch to the face,
what
by the
ends with
way.
a by me, I get to punch Mike in the face. It was the highlight. So early in the morning, we wound up going to Disneyland. Dude, I hurt. I'm sore. I'm
You're
tired.
sick. Yeah.
And ironically, I was having back problems. Little did I know, right?
Right.
But so I'm dead tired. We've only had like maybe 4 hours of sleep in 2 days.
Yeah.
So that's rough, especially if you're not used to that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is a little extra
I
behind the scenes.
knew there's so much left in the video.
Yes,
There
I
had
forgot
to be
about
some
this.
DTS. You're just like casually waking up as a cat.
Yeah, I'm in total cat gear.
Heineken, the old Heineken label.
Oh, you're going for the cat food?
Do you really eat cat food? Oh
don't
man,
know, you
cameras
tell
were
me.
so shaky then. This is like before you had that stabilization up
I
in
know.
there.
It's also kind of before I was chunky.
You're not like you've ever been chunky.
Yeah, and
two
I
two
really
of you
did.
could fit inside of my body with my organs.
I
still
really
fitting
did eat
inside.
the cat food.
Did you?
Yes, I
Oh
really
my
did.
God.
Yeah, that's why they had to put that at the end. You
I
had to
did,
take
yeah.
advantage. Worth it.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So we get to Disneyland. This was this is when they first opened their giant mega parking garage.
Oh, the one out by yeah.
It's huge, right?
Yeah.
So we wind up
The
parking
double decker, triple decker,
Yeah,
quadruple
it's
decker.
freaking huge.
Yeah.
So we wind up parking in there. We get out. We go meet our buddy Lance. We kind of spend, we're there maybe 6 to 8 hours ish. We try to spend as much time as we can. Finally, we're coming back. We're heading towards the car, and I pat my pockets. I go, oh fuck,
Lost your wallet.
I don't have my keys.
Oh, you left your key. You lost your keys.
Fucking lost my keys, dude. So now I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And then as we pull up to my car, as we walk up to my car, the car is running.
Oh, is this the one?
I was telling him this story a little bit during the break.
I never turned the car off. I left the keys in the ignition running for almost 8 hours. But luckily, I locked the doors.
Oh my God.
So I couldn't even get in the door. But luckily,
Did you go through the trunk?
this happened to me a lot as a kid. That I would leave my keys in, I would lock the door, so I would leave my trunk unlocked.
Okay.
And I would climb in through my trunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody that was coming into the Disney parking lot just saw some little kid dive into the back of a Hyundai Accent.
Okay.
It was pretty hilarious. But 8 hours, and I used almost no gas. I still had plenty of gas in the tank.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, we were actually talking about fuel economy during the break.
Yeah.
That's
And camping,
funny. I
car
had
camping is the best.
I had a Hyundai Accent. I called it the Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
It was power everything,
Power everything.
manpower.
Ayo.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't buy the kind of horsepower it had, because why would you?
That's right.
Because it's not enough.
You could buy. You could buy.
You
They
can't
don't sell
buy a
them
car
in-
without low horsepower
They
anymore.
don't,
No.
dude, they don't sell that minimal quantities.
I think
No.
honestly, I think it had like 97 horsepower.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, it.
Tops.
Yeah.
That era, yeah.
I was like, ah, shit.
yeah.
Its greatest enemy, a hill. You know what I mean?
And you floor it, and you might make it. Well, engine I could.
It's so funny because
Corollas like then had like 70. So
Yeah.
She's got Melanie's got a Hyundai Elantra, which
Yeah,
is not. It's a nice car. Yours
she
is a
loves it.
newer. Mine was a 2003. But my first car was, in fact, a 1990 Lincoln Town car. That was the car.
Mm-hmm.
The Lincoln Town car was the car that I wound up flying into the hood, and when I hit that intersection,
Into the
like
dash.
I wound up into the dash. Excuse me,
Yeah,
into
in
the dash.
Wedged
up
into the
on
windshield.
dash.
I wound up on the dash because I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Silly me. And it just, all I could think about was the guy at the stoplight must have thought some little kid stole his mom's car and took it on a joyride.
or
But-
your dash
Yeah.
ornament, like, oh, his Jesus fell over.
oh, shit.
Bobblehead.
Jesus
yeah.
fell over.
But that car also had this very weird thing
Yeah.
where if you were listening to the radio and you had the air conditioning going and you turned the car all the way to the left, it would immediately shut off.
Just kill the engine.
Yeah, so you could only really make right turns.
Imagine the process of figuring that
Okay.
out. Like that combination of things makes the car turn off.
Because you start draining horsepower off the pulley system. So as you start turning with the power steering, and
That was what it was. It just
yeah, so like
and
to
the
the right.
alternator, because getting pulled on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So way to go, you found it.
when I
Like,
first bought the car
Yeah.
for $1,500.
Nice.
I didn't have it. I didn't have it registered yet. I just bought it. I was super excited. Actually, that's not true. I'd had it for a couple of months. What am I doing? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'm not ashamed. I had it for like 2 months. I drove that bitch raw. So on the way home from work, I get pulled over. Because he says, license and registration, you know you got a tail light out. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's not all that's wrong with this car, is it? I'm like, yeah, no. One of the lights up front doesn't work either. He was like, here's my light. I was like, here's my license. He's like, okay, registration. I was like,
yeah, about that.
I don't have that yet.
Yeah, about that.
He was like, okay, do you have your insurance?
Yeah.
About that too. So
Awesome.
I was like, I just bought this car. I'm literally just trying to get it home. I was like, at this point, my house was maybe a mile away.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just trying to get my car home. And he looked at me and went, this is not worth the paperwork.
Yeah.
He said, go home. Do not drive this car or I will arrest you.
No problem.
I was like, dope. And I left. So I got away with a broken tail light, a broken headlight, no brakes, no license, and no insurance and no registration.
Hooked you up.
And I
He
got
was right.
away.
It wasn't worth the paperwork because
No.
that would have been an all-nighter.
Now, ironically, I did get pulled over for speeding in my Hyundai Accent.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I'm like, women always get out of these things by acting cute. So I'm acting cute.
It don't work.
So I went as I was getting pulled over. I went through my playlist. I found me some Savage Garden.
Yeah.
I blasted that bitch. Rolled down the window. I was
Savage
like,
Garden
oh my God,
cutens you up.
officer, I had no idea. I totally got a ticket. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks.
Why did I immediately flash to that scene from Night at the Roxbury where he's like, I was looking forward to seeing you at or before January 25th.
Paula, what's up? Love your bunny. So, yes. So
Yeah.
that was my... So, however, I wound up selling that car.
Sure.
And I got a Dodge Neon.
I used to actually like the Dodge Neon, like the RTs back in like 98.
Dude, the RT was cool, man.
Yeah.
They used to have that really
98,
cool
99.
SRT4 in it, too.
This is before SRT series.
Okay,
This was just the
RT.
the Neon RT. This was like when they had like...
So this was just a good old-fashioned Dodge Neon, but it had TVs in the headrests.
Wow, and a neon?
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Oh, that's
Toy.
That's it.
Toy.
But there was this. I let
Like
my
a
buddy.
Toyga.
My buddy was like, "Man, can I get behind the wheel and test it out?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Well, I had been driving the car maybe for 2 days, and I had realized that you hit the gas pedal, and it like takes a minute for this car to realize that you hit the gas pedal.
Yeah, that kind of transmission.
And I could hear when he get in the car, I could hear him. I
Oh,
could hear it
God.
hit. I could hear the pedal hit, right? So I know he's floored it, but nothing happened. So he turns and looks at me like, is your
Yeah.
car broken? And then the car takes off.
Oh, God.
And he goes backwards and he's trying to drive. Dude, it was really funny.
Gotta wait on that torque converter.
Yeah, man.
One of my Corollas was like that. I've had 6 Corollas.
You've had 6 Corollas?
6 Corollas. The 97 was one that like
Corolla.
you could
with
just floor it
homies.
as part of normal driving. Was you just floor it is like that's just the all the way down go pedal
That's
all
what
the
it's
time.
got, yeah.
Let's do what it got.
Yeah.
I
You
can't.
never peel out or anything.
No.
it's like the sleepiest
it's like a
torque
golf
converter.
cart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now it's time
Right.
to go, and it's all the way to the ground.
It's
So I
like
used to drive a
all
lot of-
torque converter, just like all fluid coupling. It just connects when it connects.
I used to drive a lot of scooters.
Okay.
I had a lot of like 50cc mopeds
Oh, yeah. Okay.
growing up, right? Most of them made from China stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
One died on me on like Rainbow and Alta, and I
Nice.
had to walk it. I had to walk it all the way to. This is a fucking weird story too. I just realized how weird the story is. So it dies. The engine's obvious. There's something wrong. The engine's flooded. Something's flooded. So I can't start it up. So I have to walk it from Rainbow and the 95 basically to Sahara and Decatur. Because that was the closest place I could get to
Oh,
where
wow.
somebody that I knew could help me fix it.
Okay.
So I had to carry. Now, mind you, I just finished a martial arts class. I am 18 years old and I am 75 pounds.
Yeah.
So the moped significantly outweighed me.
Definitely.
So I get it there. They're gonna like, yeah, Mike, this is gonna take us a couple hours. Because I took it to Hobbytown. They're like, yeah, no problem. We can fix this. I'm like, okay, man. I'm super sore. I think I'm just gonna pay for a day pass. It's nighttime at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for a day pass at the LVAC and just hop in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Try to get my things off. So as I get, I walk across the crosswalk. I walk over to the other side of the street. I'm heading towards LVAC, and this car pulls up next to me. And the window rolls down, and there is a person in makeup and a wig, Filipino looking, and in a dress.
Uh-oh.
But it was definitely a man-ish. Some maybe a man or
That
just
kind of party.
a very ugly woman. I don't know for sure.
Or a very
but they're
ugly
like,
woman.
do you know how to get to so and so? I'm like, man, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't know what you're looking for. Well, maybe you could just get in and you could take me to the place.
Well, if you don't know where to go.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just heading that way. She's like, are you sure? And then she like shows like this weird flabby looking boob thing to me.
It was that kind of party.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I see. I'm good.
Yeah, that's not changing my mind. Like,
You are not helping your case.
yeah, if you're trying to sweeten the pot, you're doing it all wrong.
That's right.
Okay, so then they just randomly, then after that, they rolled up the window and just drove off.
What do you mean they?
It. I don't know what it was.
I was going to say there was more than one.
No, it was just it, her. I'm not going to know him.
Or in a way, it was more
Yeah.
than one? Okay, gotcha.
So then after that, I went to the jacuzzi, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's weird being in a jacuzzi with a bunch of other older dudes. 10 o'clock at night.
It's
yeah.
like a different vibe than like the business jacuzzi vibe.
Yeah.
This is that laid back jacuzzi.
Yeah.
The jacuzzi of the night.
Ironically, I would one day, little to my knowledge, I would work in that exact same LVAC and help save a person who died in that very same jacuzzi.
Wow.
Yeah.
At that very same time of night.
Yeah,
So you saved-
yeah, it was that night.
Was it?
It was.
Did you
Absolutely.
save them from dying, or did you help save
Oh
them
no, they
right
straight
before
up
they died?
They straight up died.
Okay.
So this lady,
So you didn't really save them.
this lady died. Okay.
I think
We pulled her out of the jacuzzi.
Yeah, that's
She's
not
dead as a doornail.
Saving. You just recovered.
We start doing the CPR.
Okay.
We're doing the resuscitation. While the ambulance shows up, they take over. They use the paddles. They bring her right back.
Oh, okay. I got you. There's a technical death, not
Yeah,
that permanent
technical
one.
death, but not a permanent one. She immediately wants to get back in the jacuzzi.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
that's your first priority.
lady,
It's like I loved it in there.
No.
That's why I was finally
she
at
wants to go.
peace.
She wanted to go back to the light.
That's
She
What's the problem is?
She was like, why won't you let me get in the jacuzzi?
Finally,
I
I
was like-
felt true rest.
Why won't I let you back into my jacuzzi? You died in there.
Yeah,
You
she
fucking died, lady.
she's like, they welcomed me in. She saw the light.
Look, if you want to
What the
die, it's
problem
fine.
is-
Go die. Just don't die here.
No, this is a place of business.
Yeah.
That's for happy
Don't
place.
die here.
Well, yeah, because I was the manager at the time. Oh my god,
man.
dude.
I won't. Yeah.
I've at LVAC, I've experienced several deaths.
So
It's no joke. It's hilarious.
Sorry, that's
so my
funny.
mom has this like crazy freaky request that she wants her ashes scattered somewhere that is a public place.
Nice.
I don't think so. Like I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. And then she's like, but it's my last wish, please. And you'd laugh because you and I are both pretty much like
Yeah.
with our wives like hardcore Disney because it's at Disneyland
Oh
somewhere.
no, that's what she wants to do. It.
She wants that. It's a small world.
Ooh, oh
in
my
the.
God.
I was like, are you
There's
kidding?
probably so many people's ashes in that water already.
Right? I
Oh,
probably.
you think so?
There's probably been ashes
You think
all
so?
over. There's
I
probably
do.
a thin layer of dead people's ashes all over Disneyland. I guarantee it.
See, I would not have thought that. That's why
I
I
bet you
immediately
there
was.
is.
So many people
I was
think of putting
immediately
their ashes
repulsed.
somewhere
I said,
like that.
you cannot do this.
I want a stunt double at my funeral.
Right.
That
on.
would be hilarious.
I want an open casket.
Into it.
I want a stunt double, and then once the ceremony is over, he can get out and enjoy the buffet. At which point, my actual body will be launched into the ocean by catapult.
Nice. No, see, Catapult is way more
and it'll say, "See ya,
economical.
suckers."
There's a lot of plots to get yourself launched into the ocean, and Catapult is a particularly more economical
But,
one than like a
yeah.
cannon or other thoughts people have had.
But
Oh.
I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I just want it to like go. I just want to like be flung like over the reception, and so just enough for people to be like, "What was
The
that?"
hell was that?
Yeah.
It's hard to find a beach that you don't get into like a pollution policy with launching a corpse into the water. So it's like actually difficult to follow through on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Krista says, "I've heard Splash is the biggest place to
Splash Mountain.
to drop the
Ashes.
Splash
Splash for the ash.
yeah.
What's
well,
Splash?
Splash
Splash
Mountain,
Mountain?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
which is no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there wasn't.
Actually,
They're
those
turning
bad
it into
juju.
my-
It's
Minority
like
Mountain.
Little Nemo Mountain.
But no. So they actually it's like bad juju because they tried to change everything, and the first boat they sent out sunk.
It's true.
You remember with the cast members trying to ride it?
trying
Yeah,
to ride it.
didn't quite make it.
And Pirates, she says.
Oh, that makes sense.
Pirates is one of the best rides to nap
I
on.
totally thought it would have
That's
been
my
haunted,
favorite nap spot.
Haunted
Yeah.
Mansion. I had a couple people I knew wanted their ashes there. Yeah.
That's crazy. See,
It gets all clouds up the glass, the one-way glass and stuff.
so maybe it's
sucked
not
up
as
in
weird a
ashes.
thing. I still feel a little grossed out by it. But,
Yeah.
But yeah. So like.
No, it's
that's
weird.
crazy.
Don't do it. But
Oh, so
lots of
anyway,
people, yeah.
I've had a lot of mopeds in my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're staying in the Tiana ride. Melanie
Mopeds
says.
are like your Corolla.
Yeah, so I had a moped, and all of a sudden it had caught fire from the speedometer area.
Oh,
it just
God.
caught fire, and I'm riding it. I'm like, oh shit! So I stop
My
and get
speed
off.
is fire.
I pulled my shirt off. I've pulled my shirt off, and I'm whacking it. And there's people driving by, and I just got to think this
Are
has
you
got to
in
be so
motion
weird
while you're
looking
doing
to-
that, or did you pull over to do that?
No, I pulled
Okay.
over.
Aren't you glad there was not camera phones at the time, like
my-
for like
Oh,
because
Dude,
you
if
would
there
have
were
been
camera
viral
phones,
on Facebook.
I would have been. I would have been viral several times.
That's right.
oh my
Okay.
God.
Yep.
I would have been the king of viral.
Dude, like if there was like the cameras from the thing, like when you went up into your dash, that would never get old.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So,
Anyways, keep digging.
right, that would never have gotten old. So then I wound up getting a 1982 Volkswagen Rabbit Cabriolet.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love the car. Had
You're
no
the
power
right size
steering.
for it.
Right?
I couldn't even get into those.
No power steering, but it had an automatic transmission. I don't know, Volkswagen.
I have only seen
So,
those as an auto.
I'm chilling. I'm driving it. I mean, it's got issues, but I love the car.
Yeah.
But it has this habit of catching fire in the control panel.
Oh God, you keep having
Oh
gauges
my
catch
God.
fire.
Yeah, so more gauges catch fire, and then I
Oh
got a
my
shirt.
gosh.
I put it out. This happens like about 2 times.
Oh my God.
And it still runs,
Fuck yeah.
That's insane.
Well, not anymore. But
right?
I was.
What is there even to burn over there? Why would a gauge catch fire a couple times? I can't believe that.
I don't know, but there was a lot of electric issues with this
It
car.
was the
So
80s, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm driving to work, which was actually at that LVAC where the lady died, on Sahara and Decatur, and I'm pulling up to Decatur. I'm getting to Decatur when all of a sudden the engine explodes. Fire bursts out of the odometer area, of the gauges area. The engine explodes. The hood goes flying up. There's smoke everywhere. But the car still has momentum. So
There
I'm like,
wasn't
fuck
like
it.
any rumble or anything before this?
Nope,
Any
nothing.
new vibration? or-
Just boom.
Oh my gosh. What would do that?
Dude, and I'm just cool as a cucumber. I just Ace Ventura that shit.
wasn't
I
overheating
stick
or
my head out the
anything?
window and I just coast that bad boy
can't-
right into the LVAC parking lot.
I can't even believe
And there
that.
it stayed for like 6 months.
Yo, folks, holler in. How does a car even do that? You weren't even overheating or anything? Just boom.
Nope, just boom. I don't know. He's a car guy. It was an old ass car. Who knows?
Oh, man.
And I
80s.
didn't know anything about cars.
There's probably
Broken
fuel
motor
spraying
mount
onto
or
a...
had something pop. Yeah.
I'm going to guess fuel line blowing onto some of that 80s electronics.
Could have easily well been.
Big
So-
explosion. Yeah.
So that is that. So you've got histories, mysteries. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and queue up. Oh, actually, before we do
Quick
that, shit,
one,
it's
yeah,
already
just a-
time to play some Billy Bob Thornton.
This is our quick break. Don't leave.
Quick break.
You're home. You're a diabetic. You need supplies, but you don't want to visit the pharmacy. What do? Call US Med for home delivery of your supplies. If you have diabetes and you're worried about going to a crowded pharmacy, pick up the phone in the safety and comfort of your home and let US Med deliver them to you with free shipping. And now if you test your blood sugar 4 more times a day and inject insulin 3 or more times a day, you may qualify to get a new continuous glucose monitor at little or no cost, which may eliminate the pain of pricking your fingers and helps you make smarter diabetes decisions. Plus, we'll send you a 90-day supply and bill your insurance company for you. Get some peace of mind. Call US Med today.
800-451-4785. 800-451-4785. That's 800-451-4785.
Moments CBD is a local business in North Las Vegas with essential natural CBD products that helps with pain, anxiety, inflammation, and so much more. Their team of experts can help you with all your CBD needs. Moments CBD also carries washable medical masks and hand sanitizer with 70% alcohol, vitamin E, and aloe. Moments is having an amazing deal for June. 50% off all immune-boosting CBD products for you and your pets. Mention the Radio Vegas Rocks ad for the special. Located on 1311 West Craig Road at the Home Depot Shopping Center. Call 702-463-1616 for more info. They care about your health.
Hi, I'm Todd, a child of the 1970s and your host for K-Todd. It's my 70s radio show that plays the music from the me decade. We'll have lots of memories from those 10 great years with moments from TV and the movies. And your requests. Call me anytime and leave a request or a comment and you could be on the air at 1-315-665-1970. And stay tuned for the next fun look at the 70s on K-Todd.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. History's mysteries. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
Right?
What $20?
What $20? What $20, dogs? All right. Let's get into it.
All right, so history's mysteries. So this week in 1853, the first potato chip was prepared by Chef George Crumb, ironically enough.
Interesting. Crumb.
Yum.
I thought his name would be like Chef Chip. George Chip.
Chip was his first name. That was his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad. Yeah. And at Moon's Lake,
Chip
house
Senior.
near Saratoga Springs, New York.
So
And
the potato chip was made in New York in 1850 something.
3. Yeah. first potato chip.
1850. That was before
That's
the
right.
Civil War. You realize that? The potato chip precedes the Civil War. That's incredible that it survived.
This next one's pretty
Is
interesting.
it French? I always thought potato chips were really French.
That
crazy?
would be a potato.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or the fry.
From.
Why does the eyes have to be all big when you guys do French accents?
French fry.
You only-
fry. All right. Oh, so this week in 1932, the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic, none other than aviation pioneer and author Amelia Earhart.
Right. And then
Yeah.
she wound up having kids, Dale Earnhardt, who wound up to be one of the greatest racers of all time. And he raced across the world. Right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Oh.
Okay. So, and then
I verify.
yeah.
Frites.
It's been fact checked.
Melanie says they're called frites, pommes frites.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
pommes frites. Yeah, she tells me about them all the time. This week in 1989, MLB Commissioner Bart Giamatti suspended Pete Rose from the sport of baseball for life as a result of gambling. He still gambles to this very day right here in Las Vegas.
You know what? And I really feel for Pete Rose because they won't even put him in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And Pete Rose was a fantastic baseball player.
Hell of a baseball
and
player.
so what? He liked to gamble. He never bet on his own games.
Yeah.
Did you know that? He never bet on his
That's
own
what I
games.
heard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not illegal.
So I feel like, come on, man, cut the guy some slack for sure.
Yeah. He needs to be.
Yeah,
I agree.
come on. He just likes to gamble. It's his thing.
It's
Yeah,
not like every
people-
rock
there are
star
people-
isn't a drug addict. So,
Right.
like, why isn't this a problem?
Yeah, I mean, there's people that just like to gamble. My dad
Yeah.
loves to gamble. It's just fun. It adds a little extra element. It makes you more interested in certain things that you're watching.
Some people can
I
do
do
it
agree.
responsibly. Some people can't.
Yeah, if you can do it responsibly, if you Mayweather it, then
Yeah. I'm down to go put down $20. That's about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right. So also this week, back in 1995, Microsoft debuted Windows 95, the successor to Windows 3.1X.
Wow, Windows 95. You remember that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
That was kind of a game
so
changer.
Stoked. Yeah.
I was in high school.
It was like late high school, and I remember first seeing it and like, wow, it looks all bubbly. It looks like a Play School interface.
It looks so real.
Yeah, it looks so real.
On
the NASCAR
Sahara.
game, I was like, oh my god.
Meanwhile, Mac OS looks like how it does now back then.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
like already early. Yeah.
Actually, ironically enough, on Sahara, just past Maryland Parkway, further down towards Eastern, there used to be a Macintosh computer shop.
Nice.
Where you could buy Macintoshes. Pretty crazy.
Before there was an Apple store. Right?
Yeah, and
Before
they
the
were,
Apple
and,
store,
And
yeah.
back then they still called them Macintosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole word.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
looked up this week? Like just for shits and giggles. I actually went out and went and found the original Oregon Trail. Remember that you used to play on
For
Mac?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, dude, right?
Man, my
It's
whole
hard.
family died, and then I passed away just before the finish.
That's when
Dang.
you have to study to win that one.
Yeah.
Because if you know the ratios and stuff, then you can ace it.
Dude,
like
it's
getting
hard.
across the rivers was no problem. I just died of the flu, and I think I broke a leg or something.
Really? Typically it's dysentery that gets you.
It's all how you pack.
That's what killed Melanie.
And scurvy.
Yeah. It's all how you pack. If you prepare,
It was. It really was.
if you buy the right amount of things before you set off, you win every time.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Oh yeah.
Well,
I didn't
see,
know
that's
that.
the thing.
It's like how well you know historical preparation. It's like
Weird.
Yeah.
I did that, like all my preps and stuff, and then it took till I was like starving for like 3 days to realize, oh, I forgot I can hunt.
Oh.
And then, dude, it was crazy.
Oh,
Anyways,
shit.
yeah. So for
Yeah.
sure,
You just gotta do everything right, and then you win for sure.
for sure,
All
yeah.
right, what else you got?
You know,
All right, so-
most people survive the Oregon Trail. It was like,
Really?
yeah, it wasn't as bad as because most people shared the knowledge of how to prepare and stuff.
Yeah,
for
per
it.
my elementary school, fucking nobody made
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're still trying to get to Oregon.
Right?
Per my elementary school video game.
Dumb kids.
So 1891, Thomas Edison patents the motion picture camera.
Thomas Edison did it.
That's right.
I wonder if he actually...
Invented it.
No.
Yeah.
He patented a specific version of that technology.
Oh.
So the concept of like a moving picture with like how a projector works
Yeah.
was already a thing,
Yeah.
but his method was patentable.
That's when they had like the Nickelodeons, right? Like
yes, boom, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, shit, I didn't know they had Ren and Stimpy back then.
Hi-oh. So 1609, Italian mathematician, physicist, philosopher, and astronomer Galileo demonstrated his first telescope to the Venetian lawmakers.
Yes. Which is super awesome. Shortly after that, he
Opened a
basically
hotel?
told his entire story to Freddie Mercury, who wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to just go with it. I didn't know if you were going to go with the hotel aspect or the like. And then he opened a hotel at the Venetian.
That's true.
All right, 1929, German Graf Zeppelin passed over San Francisco for L.A. For hydrogen-filled airship. Hold on, let me read this correctly. In 1929, German Graf Zeppelin passed over San Francisco for L.A. This hydrogen-filled airship was operated by a crew of 36 and could carry up to 24 passengers, and made an amazing anchor.
Wow.
This is an airship that didn't crash. It was
This
just
is
like,
the Graf
did all right.
Zeppelin.
I think it eventually.
The German Graf Zeppelin.
Yeah, Zeppelins were like totally a thing until the Hindenburg. It's weird to think that was like a way to get around.
Right, yeah, it really was. But the Hindenburg really put an end to it.
It did. It made it very unpopular.
Yeah, that's weird.
Chickens.
I mean, people die in car crashes. People still drive cars.
For sure.
Why can't you do a
Cars
Zeppelin?
are full of flammable juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite movies,
Flammable juice?
Star.
Juice.
Oh, God. I was like, I know we're talking about like the Hindenburg and like Germany and whatnot, but you're taking it too far. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know.
So star of one of my favorite movies, Queen of the Damned. 2001 entertainer Aaliyah and 8 others were killed in an air crash in the Bahamas.
R.I.P.
It was determined that the
Too much
pilot had
luggage,
the
right?
aircraft overloaded by 700 pounds and was carrying one more passenger than certified for. Additionally, the
yeah.
pilot's toxicity test revealed traces of cocaine and alcohol in his
Damn.
system. But I believe they were like,
Well,
hey,
see, this thing, he's from Florida, right? I wouldn't trust him if he didn't have it.
True.
Don't
You know what
fly
I
in
mean?
Floridian helicopters.
I want my air pilot to be drunk and coked out of his mind, because then I know he's in with. I'm not going to have to worry about the cartel. See, because he's in with those guys.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
So I'd be like,
He's-
hey, you're all right. If he has a mustache, even better in my book.
Yeah. I never want to...
Super trustworthy.
Unmustached pilot also you're in
Yeah.
Florida? Psh.
Look,
So-
if you look like Magnum PI,
There we go.
you automatically can do no wrong.
At least-
I agree.
at least,
Actually,
uh,
Tom Selleck is
Tom
awesome.
Selleck
Yeah.
is the man.
Tom
man.
Selleck just sweats helicopter pilot vibes.
He does.
You know that whole thing, like when he was like, was it Quigley Down Under? And,
Yes, Quigley Down Under.
And
good.
dude, and he was
Mis-
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball, fantastic.
Dude, he was just awesome in all that.
Dude.
So
For sure.
couldn't go wrong. I did not know this was illegal. So back in 2019, this week last year, NASA investigated the first possible crime in space.
What?
Yes.
Astronaut Anne McClain illegally accessed her bank account from space.
Yeah.
I thought it's your bank account.
No. This was not her bank account. She accessed the bank account of an ex-lover.
Oh, so she broke a crime in space,
Exactly.
not a space
she
crime.
Did a crime from space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We covered this on Greasy Conversation Sundays at 4 p.m.
How
Okay.
did she do that?
So you can get online in space now
What
from
do
the
they-
space station.
Really? They got like Google?
Yeah, and so she checked her ex's bank account that she still had the password for,
Whoa.
but not permission to do that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. And got busted.
She got busted. Yeah.
Busted.
But hold on.
Like her
These are
ex pressed
astronauts,
charges.
right?
Yeah.
She's an astronaut.
Aren't they like super vetted? Don't you have to be like,
Well, that's the thing is her
I think
ex
you're-
was upset enough to like press charges and take it further. So it's one of those things where like, you know, you can innocently check up on an ex, like look at their phone, like without their permission, if you still have their login or something, or check their Facebook, and
Yeah.
it's illegal and you don't have permission, but it's like such a white thing, like it's such a minor thing, like
he
white
took
lie
it all
kind
the
of
way?
thing. No, the ex, yeah,
The ex took it all the way.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
no,
I mean,
it's bank
that's what I'm
account.
saying. Like, I thought like they have to like screen
Yeah.
astronauts.
They just don't check how your relationship status is going or whatever, and you
Yeah,
get screened.
check your Tinder profile.
Yeah, they don't check to see if you got a crazy ex.
All right,
Yeah.
what's you got?
Okay, so 1907, Harry Houdini performed a series of escapes that involved him being handcuffed and jumping into water. Well, in this week, he decided to do the same, but bound himself by chains, taking 57 seconds to escape all of the shacklings before returning for air.
That's crazy. He got
Nice.
out of chains in 57 seconds.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh, you said Floyd Mayweather. You brought him up. He's in this one. He's in there.
Hey, okay.
In 2017, five-weight world boxing champion Floyd Money Mayweather defeated MMA fighter Conor McGregor in his debut match for a 10th round victory in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you know what? The first like 3 rounds,
Yeah.
McGregor actually looked good.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And then from rounds 4 to 10, he decided to look like a shit sandwich.
Just like his MMA career.
Dude, it was one of the most pitiful displays of boxing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He started off so strong. I was like, okay, maybe he's got something from it. But nope.
Distance.
He petered out so fast and so hard he couldn't even lift his hands by like the 5th round.
Really? Isn't that about
But-
how you would script such a thing?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Weird.
Right? But Mayweather was so ineffective, it still took him 5 more rounds to actually get the victory.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of boxing, I
To
shouldn't
finally
forget
get the
that.
victory that he probably
Yeah.
planned on having all along.
To me, it's not so much about how bad. Really, it's not even a story of how bad McGregor was. It's really a story of how bad Mayweather really was.
Sure. Yeah.
Or a story of how accurately you can perform when acting and like rigging a fight.
Is-
That's what I'm saying.
Is
It was all for the money.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It was totally
Sure,
publicity.
I'd have fought Mayweather for that type of money.
Is anybody else
I
excited?
wouldn't even be afraid of him hitting me. He hits like a girl.
Is anybody else excited about like? I know they're older and
Boxing
whatever.
terms.
Boxing wise, is anybody else excited about that Mike Tyson versus
So
Roy
excited.
Jones Jr.? Me too. So excited.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I'm not big into boxing.
I just
but
hope nobody gets hurt.
yeah, I don't want him to like
Like
pass
they're like
over.
54. Or
But do you know?
something like that.
Have you seen the movie The Grudge Match? With De Niro and
Oh,
Sylvester Stallone.
yes, yes.
It's like comedy about like kind of like based on their Rocky and whatever characters.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of what this reminds me of, but it's like
Real
better,
deal.
but real life. And it's funny because like
I think they're gonna make a ton of money too.
Kevin Hart was like the fight promoter. Hilarious. Talking about anyways, he puts his old ass out the plane. It's so funny. So, but anyways, I'm pretty amped up about that. So, okay. 1955 this week, NBC had the first color telecast airing a tennis match of the Davis Cup.
That was the first color telecast?
That's what
Was
it sounds
tennis.
Like. Yep, tennis. 1955.
Wow, that's kind of boring.
We have color TV in
Extremely.
1955.
Nothing's better than being bored in color.
That's insane.
Yeah, 1955.
Because I
you
didn't
think
get
about
out
it.
of homes for another decade or two.
That's
I'm
true,
not
yeah.
not huge into tennis. 4 years ago this week, in 2016, San Francisco 49er Colin Kaepernick first took a knee during the national anthem in San Diego against the charges to object the injustice of police brutality in the United States, which is it's funny because the exact same date, 4 years later, this week, that's when the NBA decided they were going to do that. So
Do that too, yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Anyways,
Well, Colin Kaepernick is now irrelevant, and NBA never was relevant.
that's right, 100%. You know what? I have not followed the NBA since like true superstars played, and
Since
I mean
the 90s.
90s, true
Yeah,
superstars.
that was the time.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone,
Larry Bird,
Michael Jordan,
the Great White Hope.
Scottie Pippen.
The Lakers and general
Like-
and the Bulls in that era.
Yeah,
It was
well,
so fun.
I was a
Whoa.
huge Suns fan at the time because growing up in Phoenix, with Dan Marley, Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
like these dudes were legit. And like Magic Johnson, dude, I mean, holy crap. Like these guys were like legends. Every team had iconic
legend. Yeah.
players.
For sure.
Sean Kemp when the Seattle had the Supersonics.
Once Kobe retired, they all disappeared. I mean,
That
Shaq
was
and
the end
Kobe
of an
were
era.
like two of the last.
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
Last of the
I agree.
last.
I agree.
I know
Yeah.
people like LeBron James. He's the greatest ever.
No, hell
rah,
no.
rah, rah. You can
No.
go. You can go cry in a corner because he's not.
No, he's not. That dude flops like you. Dude, you got guys like real players that were like
And if you're
men
a
of
real
the game.
player, you stick to your team and you win with your team.
That's right,
But
100%.
he won't.
No.
He goes around to okay, well, what team can pay me the most and get the best team
you-
so I can win.
And like the biggest thing was like when they found
Fuck
the
you.
yeah when they found
Fuck
like
you.
Penny Hardaway. Remember when they found Penny Hardaway and he was like starting a movie and then Orlando gave him the shot with
Yeah.
Shaq? That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember like following like Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson. Like, Larry Johnson. Damn, dude was bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like these guys, John Stockton. Like these guys were ball players, man. That same thing
It's
goes
true.
to baseball, for football, I feel.
Yeah.
Because back then you had like Steve Young.
See, I think there's still a lot of good football players.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they change because they don't. The problem is a football career is so short-lived.
Sure.
Compared to other careers.
I understand.
I mean, like a running back only lasts 3 to 4 years.
I just think motorsports are way more fun than any like human competitions right now.
I agree.
Well, I would have to say, I mean,
There's so many cool motorsports now, like Time Attack. is so
motorsports
cool.
started to die with the death of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Motorsports died when Group B.
I mean, Dale Earnhardt Sr., sorry.
The end of Group B
I mean,
rally
Dale
was
Earnhardt Jr.
the-
retired, and that was basically the nail in the coffin.
Well, that's for NASCAR, but we're talking like motorsports
All
have now
motorsports,
branched out so
yeah.
much because now people are
So many
making a
cool
living
types
doing
now.
videos of drifting events.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Um,
artistic motorsports now too that aren't even like as
Right.
competitive.
I got buddies that are hardcore drifters.
Yeah, it's
they're
so beautiful.
fantastic, dude, and they're smooth. I got to do like drift rides and stuff, but I can never match what these guys have been able to do. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things that like is so difficult to master that
Sure.
it's just always amazing to see.
I just
how
never
it is.
understood the point of being like a good drifter. You can, so that means you
The
can.
point is to
you're
do it
really
well
good
is
at not
hard.
taking corners correctly.
No,
No, it's a different
know what I
way.
mean?
You can drift a little bit in competition too. Time attacks drift a
Well,
little bit. You're not supposed to.
Anytime,
like a little bit.
Well, Mike's 100% right. You're losing traction. You're losing forward momentum, forward
Uh-huh.
bite. So you're losing time. However, there is a little bit of sideways when you see like when you're watching NASCAR.
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
you still
guys
see them go a little sideways.
You know, they're kind of
Yeah.
catching the car, and that's where you're
Catching
right
right at the
too.
edge, yeah.
Yeah, you're right on that edge. You're kind of because the car is turning, it's rotating. Now you
But
have
to go
no
But
understanding.
drifting
past
is-
that edge and
is
still
past
maintain
that edge,
control.
Right. So
that's the thing is you're on the edge of crashing and you do it. That's
the,
what's incredible.
The thing I don't like
I
about
saw
drifting.
Tokyo Drift.
I love
The
that
thing I don't like,
stupid movie.
I do. I
Love
actually
it.
love it too.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite one of them.
Me too.
Yeah,
Easily.
So-
it's definitely the best.
The thing is about drifting is I don't like sports where you're being judged.
Oh,
Right.
then it's perfect for that. Oh yeah, it's not actually.
No, it's not because like
that backwards.
because they're drifting and if a judge doesn't now there's certain things like how
It's
close
like figure skating. There's
Yeah, it
not
is.
like a score number.
100%.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, because now it's too much. Like that's why freestyle motocross is amazing. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
But it's kind of tainted. Like if you don't do this, we're not going to give you the max points, or if you don't do that, come on.
For me, the
it's
biggest
supposed to be an expression.
You like racing sports where there's a clear
biggest
winner by who
concern-
gets there faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest concern for me for drifting is getting picked up by like a really weird trucker.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, drifting. Nice.
Not that
Okay,
kind.
now-
Are we
Wrong
talking about
drifting.
different type
Now
of
it
drifting?
came together. Now I see what you're saying.
Speaking of drifting, this week, Kyle Larson, I don't know if you guys know who Kyle Larson is. Kyle Larson was a NASCAR star that got...
Yeah, the cool Kyle.
Yeah, he's the cool Kyle. He got kind of banned from NASCAR for some racial things that whatever went on.
I know, it was so dumb.
It was dumb, but it just, I mean, it was, but it was. I mean, they've let people in for less, or back in. So he's like, well, the heck with it. You know what? It was a mistake, and he owned up to it, and he went straight to outlaw racing. It's dirt racing. So you are drifting. You are
Nice.
sliding the race car
I
around.
love dirt racing.
Oh
yeah.
man, and sprint cars are freaking amazing.
Especially
Well,
if you look up the footage
I
of
just think
Group
they're
B
too
back in the
dangerous,
day.
bro.
They are
well,
extremely.
especially Group B rally was the crazy one back in the day.
I know I told you I'd retired from racing. The only thing that I actually have always wanted to do to kind of conquer a fear is drive a sprint car. But I also know I'm 40 years old, 2 kids, and a wife. I don't need to be
Yeah, you don't
getting
need to be
Sprint
paralyzed.
car. Fuck no.
Right? But I was like, well, maybe
Yeah.
a mini sprint or something. I would go out and
Okay.
drive a midget
Start
for somebody.
smaller, maybe like a T-Mobile car.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then work my way up to Verizon.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
for
go
sure.
to Verizon and then
So-
a Sprint.
Well, so Larson actually gets
Oh,
away from the sprint cars.
Yeah. We got to
Oh, we're done.
Oh, we're done. Sorry.
So, but
Sounds
Kyle
about-
Larson is now in sprint cars.
No, he went up to he drove a super late model for the first time, an outlaw late model, and actually took top 5 out of it.
Good job.
First time in a car.
Go Kyle.
Yeah,
Woo!
I like that.
Ladies and gents, that is our show for today.
That was awesome.
We will be back next week, Friday at 5. The Hank should be rejoining us. If not, nobody cares.
So I killed the mainstream.
Oh,
We're just on the video
also-
now. Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
We're on the
video
videos.
still. Yeah.
Please check out on Facebook, Time to Bake with Krista, our Pampered Chef page.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
incredible. She's got a lot of great deals. She's got a lot of very
Delicious
cool
recipes.
videos. And she's just taking off in this business.
For
So
sure.
support it, like it, love it,
Not only
and
that,
buy
but
stuff.
Monday on RadioVegas.rocks in just a couple days. On Monday, the whole day is live. So
Whoa.
it's a special live, almost kind of telethon thing.
This Monday?
Yeah. So if you've got the app, you can chat with us all Monday, and hosts will be interacting with your live chats on the app all live all day Monday. Please participate. Please join us. RadioVegas.rocks.